Hello, how you doing? Haha, again. Good evening, guys. How you doing? Good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you're from. Thursday night, but we're live. If you're watching it later, thanks very much for having a look in at the live. It's all right sometimes. Okay. Haha. No, what I was thinking is go live tonight and Saturday as well, and miss Friday night out, just for a change. Okay. Paul Young's first. Haha, Yvonne. Serves you right for being lazy. Are you doing Paul Hutt as well? A&G Rider. How you doing? Good evening. 8:05. Keen. Shady, back me up, he says. Amanda and Chris. Beautiful. How you doing, Amanda? Good evening to you as well. Shady can do live streams, mate. You just click on start broadcast and you do a live. It depends how you do it though, right? Connie Thunder. She got lightning as well, I reckon. How you doing, Connie? What do you mean no drink tonight? So you're on best behaviour? Yeah, right. Really? Good on you if you were. I don't think so. Wolf's there, guys. How you doing, mate? Good to see you all. Pearl and Demon. Do you know what? I'd get copyrighted for that, but the idea's right. It's a good one. I could create one of my own, right? No, because that's copying someone else's idea. Joseph Benoit, how are you? David's there as well, guys. Make David feel warm. You always do anyway, but David's been going through some crap recently. We all do, don't we? But some more severe than others, depending on what level of severity. But you know where I'm coming from on that. Thank you, David. I want to know where UK is and Yvonne Driver. Now, Yvonne, right, is actually a managing moderator, and she's not even turned up. And she's only just been promoted to that, and she's not even turned up. So me and Biker will be having a little chat about that sometime soon. Yvonne, if you're listening. Hiya, DJ Samuel. Thanks for coming in, as always. Tony's there as well, guys. Watch out. You're going to see quite a few comments coming up from Tony there. And they're all very interesting comments. Very interesting stuff. Tony brings something different to the table. So please respect what Tony says. Controversial, etc. Some people can jump too far ahead and start kicking off about certain subjects, what Tony brings up, but don't. If you don't know anything about it, you can't judge, you can't answer it really. Just look into it first, then come back with what you think. Simple as that. But obviously, Tony looks into things, and that's why he keeps coming up with all these brilliant comments, which we don't hardly address, Tony, to be fair to you, mate. But, we should find time to do that, I think. And it'd be best if you came on the panel. That'd be the best time to do it, I think. Possibly. So cheers, Tony. Tony's a regular now. Where have you been? Just because I'm late doesn't mean you can be. UK Transparency's in there, guys. Please do never, you don't have to say anything like that. Never say sorry for not coming in, wow. But, do tell. Or you might not want to, it depends what went on, right? Okay, well, I hope it went well, DJ. Okay, have a look. There's UK's channel link, guys. Thanks, David. Chris John Wright. Is that you, Chris, who was just known as Chris Wright before? Or could be someone different? I don't know who's coming on. I don't really invite anyone on unless I think it's important to something. You might do, you might not. Why? I don't know. He's probably watching, but he might appear at some point. I must say on that, Bright 77 Tuesday night, I apologise for it, for the tone getting higher on that, but just he's been winding me up for a while, and it's been the same kind of thing. To, fro, what do you want? Won't answers a question with a question, things like that. Can't get anywhere with Bright, but a couple of times when we've given him the time, he's ended up chilling out and just giggling a bit. So I don't think he's any threat. He just needs to sort his bloody attitude out, to be honest with you. Good one, Simon. Great name. JG Beckett, how you doing? Greetings to you as well. Hiya, John. John, how you doing, John? We know who that is. That's a mellow friend, John, who brought the Irish Thieves subject about the immigration situation going on in Ireland. So very mellow, nice guys, John. Thanks, mate. Don't want to know, mate. Does that mean your date went well? There's something else bit after you drink. Good on you, mate. Of course, don't forget Bikereddie will be on soon. Always. Okay, Joseph. No, thank you. Thanks, David Scott, for doing that. Thank you. Dizzy J as well. Good evening to you. Rising there as well. How you doing, Ray? I hope you're well, mate. Okay. I mean that. Good. Great stuff. Right. What I'll do first is put the link in. I can't do that yet because I've not done that first. Right. Sorry. Okay. Right, here we go. Yeah, I know he always does. Don't rub it in, all right. I may as well bring him on. What do you think?
Oh God!
Hey, up, you sod! I didn't copy it. I was ready, but I forgot to copy it first.
It's well, I will, isn't it?
Gosh, how you doing, mate? Anyway,
All good.
Sound. Real stuff.
Evening, madam. Fucking irritated. Evening, everybody. It's Sharwell doing.
Look at them go as usual. Amanda can't wait. She's backstage already. Patsy Kelly's in as well. How you doing, Patsy? Oh. Where's your avatar, Amanda? Biker, did you see that then?
I did. She swore.
Did you? Can you lip read? Because that.
I did. Yeah.
That was
terrible. That.
It's not like Amanda, that is it? It's not like Amanda to join in with the banter and the good stuff. No. So Amanda will be on shortly, guys, as well. Yeah, and Chris, no doubt. Unless he's snoring his head off because Amanda's talked him to death all afternoon. Could be something like that. You never know. But I do hope Chris chirps in like he does. Very interesting people.
I think Chris will be there, mate.
Yeah, because she makes him. I reckon it's like you will, during this live, be there.
No, I think it's when he gets a chance to go out and copy up, mate. Then when she goes to the toilet. That's the only time he gets, isn't it?
That's it.
Just say it, like. No,
we can kind of tell, but I don't think Amanda's really like that.
Nah, shit.
Yeah, she's
not on a Thursday anyway.
Definitely not on a Thursday or a Friday.
I don't know. On a Friday she can be. Tuesdays she's all right. Thursdays we don't know yet. We'll have to try that one.
Well, we'll try. Right. Do you think that cuts it? So what's that? 15 minutes late, something like that. Call yourself a top, but I'm not even going into it. Yes, the Paul. Right, great stuff.
Oh, I've arrived. I was sat there for ages. Hey, I didn't swear at you, though. I said it's gone.
Is that what you said? I thought you went.
No. It's gone. I forgot I reset all my Google thing and I forgot to put the avatar on. I'm like, oh, shit, it's gone type of thing. So I had to do it backstage.
I'm only joking, Amanda.
I know you are.
It only fits in anyway, even if you did say that. So it's fine.
Well, I know, but I promise you I didn't say that. But there we go. I'd have told you if I had. You should know by now. I own it.
Anyway, I hope you're both well.
Not too bad. Still hobbling around as though, but we're all right. We're plodding along.
As long as you're all right, Cocker.
Yeah, we're all right, Duck.
No worries.
Right, mate, how are we going?
All right.
Hey, Chris.
You're right, though. Only time I get a phone is when she goes to the loo.
See, I told you.
Listen, I've even had to put barriers up so it takes her longer to get there and back.
See what I have to put up with, eh?
Sorry, Amanda. I must admit, I started all that.
No need to apologise. It's all good
No,
fun.
it's fine. The truth's coming out now. Cheers, Chris.
Hey, listen, mate, don't worry. I'm going to put a turnstile on next on the one way.
Yeah, straight out at front door. I'll be about right and all.
Oh, oi, James. Guaranteed a laugh every time.
Well, life's for living and laughing, innit? We have so much serious stuff, and I know obviously some of the conversations, are serious, but I don't know. I think it's important that at least, we do laugh at least a few times a day.
Yeah.
If you did laugh, you would cry.
Exactly.
Yeah. No point having a monotonic, whatever the word is, live stream where it's just the frigging same and everyone's fuck it, I'll even watch it. It's that shit here.
Well, the thing is, every time you come, it's different, isn't it? A different topic, a different laugh, something new happens. It's all good.
Yep, it's never the same. Well, it can't be the same, can it?
Well, we all keep coming back.
Yeah, we've not better to do, have we, really?
I'm not going very far at the moment. Text me if now, get to the toilet and bike.
I'll tell you what, it's took a while because starting off hard, but it came like 10% decent people, like the 90% what it's got to now, and it's kind of grown into this 90% for me. So most of the time we get a good laugh, good laugh, something serious, whatever, mix it up and all that. Yeah, we do. But then the odd time, something's bound to happen, because you never know what's going to happen.
LD first premiere at year tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah, we've put a video up for tomorrow. So it's the first one we've been out, obviously, this year. Well, we haven't been out this week, but before me back sort of decided to play a wobbly.
Right, just hang on. I need to do something because I forgot. And then when I do it, Amanda, can you please put the link up to that video?
I don't think, isn't it something to do with YouTube rules about sharing other lives, or can you share premieres, or is that incorrect?
You can share premiere once it's gone live. You can't share a premiere before it goes live.
Right, so you just have to share my channel then.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, if you join channel, they'll get notifications anyway, so it should be.
Well, exactly. Well, hopefully you should, because sometimes it don't always work, does it?
No.
Right. I weren't sure on that, but no matter what, that'll definitely get promoted on here for sure. Right, I've just made you a mod, Amanda. Sorry.
How rude.
I know, but Yvonne told me that I have to.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what then. If that applies, then right, Yvonne has to come up here on panel at least once every time you're live. How about that?
Well, that should be an issue for her. She always does that.
Well, you just have to make it a mission to.
Yeah.
Get her off last time.
Can't
Never
keep
heard
her
her
off.
talk as much. She can bloody talk, I tell you.
She can for England, can't she?
Not so bad, honestly. Gosh, there you go, Yvonne.
Yvonne's happy now.
There we go. Anyway, good evening to everybody else I've missed in the chat. I do apologise.
Oh, don't worry. There's not many.
Yvonne says she'll only come on panel if you're on panel.
Well, we're always going to be here.
Oh, that means she's going to be here all fucking night, you know. Can't have that, can we?
I hope you can't get rid of us that easy, you know.
Oh dear. Poetry, yeah, UK, exactly right. Made her up to the one and only managing moderator, right? Didn't even turn up on Tuesday night with me and Biker. around about 6:30, but they'll have a chat before the live. Couldn't even be asked to turn up at that, right? Tonight, only turned up what? How late? Yvonne?
25 minutes.
What are you not
That's
taking
bad.
it seriously? What? I don't know.
She's going to be up here in a minute, you know that, don't you? She'll be sat waiting backstage.
She can bloody wait.
She could be waiting a while.
A long while, but Ron, how old are you doing, Ron? Ron, I didn't get your email, mate. I didn't get it. Try again. Right. Okay. There's no one else backstage, so I'll what I'll do is beat Biker to it. This time.
Look at you, you're so proud of yourself.
Well, I am. I'm not usually good at shit like that, but
That's
doesn't like it. He doesn't like it.
That's fed you all night, that, haven't it?
Yeah. I even dropped the in before I did it, and I could hear you going, and I thought, nah, I fucking got you.
What typing?
I forgot what I was saying now.
Like,
yeah, there's no one else backstage. That's why I put the link in and beat Biker to it as well. Brag. But yeah, there's just a couple of things that I've read about today, and it's quite upsetting, and it's one of them things that I believe has been drip fed into what is now since a couple of years ago. All that. So apparently Tesco and Aldi, right, are rationing tomatoes, cucumbers, and peppers in their aisles, and people are only allowed 3 packets of per customer is only 3 packets of either whatever. Asda and Morrison's are on about doing it too. I know Sainsbury's have said something like, "Nah, we're not getting involved," and stuff like that. And apparently it's all because of shortages of these ubiquitous bloody fruits and veg, which you can't go wrong in growing, because it's that easy. Apparently the shortages in Spain and South Africa, and that's why they're cutting. That's why they're rationing people now. This day and age, rations. You're on rations. 2023. Absolutely amazing. And apparently the excuse is, well, it could be true, but it's all been hurt by Brexit. And somebody said, well, it can all be produced over here. Now, you talk about stating the bloody obvious. So, yeah, we've been relying on that many imported stuff over the years, Europe, etc. A lot. And fruit and veg, countries from the other side of the world. This land is perfect for growing mainly veg. It might be not hot enough to grow your tropical fruit type stuff. So I just find that a lame thing to say for a reason to ration people, that there are shortages of this type of food.
There's not a shortage, it's the price that the British have now got to pay for stuff that's coming out of EU.
Yeah.
Well, true, but they have actually said, or one excuse, this is what I said, it's a lame excuse, shortages of the product in Spain and North Africa, which is obviously where we're importing them from more than anywhere else.
Well, just an allotment, do you know?
If you look at all the Lidls and Aldis that's within EU, they're German companies, right? They've got them everywhere in EU, every country. Right? There's no shortages there, none whatsoever. It's the price with the
It's
British.
a strategy course it's a strategy. But like I said about being drip fed, like since a couple of years ago, I've noticed where I've been Tesco as well, and Lidl, places like that. Half the shelves are empty sometimes.
Yep.
And I know they do get problems with the distribution centres, and because they rely on what gets brought into them. I understand that, but why is that happening?
I think the costs of them gone up, though, haven't they? You know, lots of things have gone up, and people can't afford them, so they're not buying as much. Maybe they're having to reduce more because people can't always afford them. You know, it's same as the eggs. You know, there's a shortage of eggs, isn't there, because of this bird flu malarkey, allegedly.
I've never seen that near me. There's always been plenty. I can go in every day and buy eggs. I've never seen a shop without any. I
haven't noticed it personally, but I've heard of other people talking about the egg problem.
Yeah.
And
you've also got another thing about, you know, like you say, the supermarket shelves, the part empty and what have you. That's getting down to deliveries. Now, there's not a driver shortage as such, right? But the EU drivers that had more sort of, I don't know, leeway, if you like, when we're within EU, they could come over here, drive everything else. But now they're limited to how much time they can spend over here. So, you know, if you've got 6,000 EU truckers and all of a sudden they're not there, it's going to be a big deficit. And I know the driving agencies are calling out for drivers, absolutely screaming for them.
Yeah, but the driver thing happened overnight, didn't it? Do you remember?
Yeah, but there were never a driver issue. There were drivers out.
Exactly. You know, overnight, 8,000 drivers they were short. I mean, what happened overnight, you know? And I think, you know, somebody in the chat said, you know, it's all down to this Brexit malarkey.
Well, do you remember, just to butt in shortly, about drivers, do you remember when it was before, it's going back, this is what I mean, how they do it. You got all these, European people coming over and they're driving most of the cargo type thing, things like that. So you started seeing more lorries on the road clogging up, and then there was one story where a Russian fella, a Polish fella, he was cooking bacon at the side of him while driving like this, and he got done for that. There's been a few accidents with these people. Now, a lot of people have come over from Europe to drive lorry and come over from Europe and driving lorries over.
Yeah.
All our companies, lorry drivers and things like that, few and far between now. They've been clogging up the roads. As soon as they come over, there were a lot of complaints saying, you know, they don't even know the highway codes and things like that, which, you know, bring them straight over. Sorry for leaving that up. So there weren't. What I'm saying is there weren't enough drivers. There was plenty of drivers. I mean, there was plenty of them. So how come there isn't anymore? But what is that being blamed on?
A friend of mine got killed with one, you know, a Polish truck driver. He didn't see him upside on him and turned and did a U-turn on a dual carriageway, hit him.
You know.
On a bike. He was on a bike, by the way.
Oh.
In fact, he was actually selling the bike. He went to the petrol station, you know, to fill it up one last ride on the bike before he sold it. And obviously that happened.
Jesus.
Crazy.
It seems to be, Mickey. This is what I mean. This little island, you know.
I don't know. There's quite a few drivers, you know, single guys, young guys, just got into HGV, you know, game and everything else. They're having to work through agencies to get the experience before they get set on with bigger companies. And most of them saying, fuck that, I'm just going to go abroad. I'll go drive over there. And they're getting set on over there. They're earning a lot more money by being over there as well.
Yeah, I suppose if you're a single guy, you can afford to. Even in Indigo Wings, you can afford to, can't you? If you've got a family. I do know a lot of truck drivers also stop going abroad because of all the paperwork and legalities they need to,
There's a
to
lot.
cover before they can go over. I don't really know much about the change, but I do know obviously they were saying there was a lot more paperwork to fill in to obviously go over there and come back.
Yeah, it's not just a case of driving over there. You've got to have your vehicle all tip top and everything else. It's all about who you're trading with, and have you got a license to trade over there? Have you got a license to sort of import back into UK? You're through the company you're driving for, blah blah. There's a lot of red tape, hell of a lot.
I'll tell you something else I have noticed within the supermarkets. I do remember like the meat-free range used to be like further on, but as you go into like the freezer section, the meat-free stuff seems to have accumulated a lot more range. Seems to be a lot, and
No,
in the fresh section as well.
it has. I don't know where. I mean, the Tesco near me, which I normally go to because it's literally around the corner type of thing, so it's so convenient. When they started putting the vegetarian stroke vegan stuff in a section of an aisle, moved it into the meat aisle.
Yeah, done the same with Morrison's.
At the end of the aisle, just a little one of them sections, shelf. But in the meat aisle,
yes,
I
they've
found
done
that
the same.
bit strange.
Well, I do, especially when some vegetarians, vegans don't like even to see meat, and then to either have to drive past it with the trolley, the basket, or you'd have to like scoot round to get round to the meat-free section.
Well, I've been there in the aisle, and I'm looking like this. Just, 50 pence off, And then you see people who are looking, and they're going down the aisle and they're moving down the aisle. Then they look at everything down the aisle, both sides. They get to this point where it's all vegan and vegetarian. They go and move quickly on, So I don't understand why they put it. I don't understand why they put vegan products in the slaughter aisle.
Probably to show that there is an alternative to meat at the side of meat.
But every aisle they've got, Biker, has got a sign above it saying, dairy, butter, cheese, fish, Everyone knows which aisle they need to go down to. Why don't they just put a full aisle instead of mixing it up of vegetarian, just one aisle of everything to do with that, rather than mixing it into, because it don't make sense to me that.
It kind of does to me, but yeah. You've got John backstage, mate.
Hiya, John. Thanks. I've just seen your avatar. It is John. I don't need to.
He showed his face earlier, actually.
Yeah. Sorry, I missed that.
No, it's all right. It's all right.
Hey, John, how you doing?
All right, Eddie. All right, Amanda.
Hi, good evening.
Oh, good, mate.
Good. Yeah. You were talking about all these shortages. We've had it for the last 2 years on various different things. Petrol.
That were a load of crap and all.
Medicines, stuff
So
like
it was
that.
antibiotics, remember?
Yeah. And even my son, he's got epilepsy.
Oh, bless him.
They're messing him around with his medicine. I went there the other week and they only had the generic ones. You can't swap brands on these epilepsy medicines. They got to be a constant same thing.
Yeah.
And, it's an agreement with them when you swap, swap brands, and he's had a couple of fits.
Oh, bless him.
You've just said a key word there, John. Brands.
Yeah. So yeah, I just think it's just to mess us up.
No, I
And
think
now
it's
it's
just
into
pick the
ground
cheaper one.
Sorry, Amanda, say that again.
Sorry, I think what they do is they purchase the cheaper brand. So whichever's the cheapest that they can get hold
Yeah.
of, that's what they do.
Yeah, yeah,
Because I was on a morphine patch, and they changed it to a different one, which was cheaper, basically. You know,
Yeah.
one were like 20 quid that I were having, and then the other one was like £7 something. So they
Yeah.
just changed it over and just, we are off you go.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's not right. It's it's cruel what we're going through at the moment.
It is. I mean, personally, I think, just looking back, all this kind of change, there's been a massive change. Started since just before that happened last time.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't live it. I'm not fantasizing. It's just picking it up. It's just like watching, observing, rather than just being told what to do and doing it, going home, having your dinner and watching a bit of TV and going to sleep.
Yeah.
If you really look at the timing of it all and things like that, yeah, I mean, rationing.
I think the
Rationing
full of it.
food today in this country, food rations.
Thing is,
Yeah.
Hang on, what's going on?
I think we need to get
Nothing's going on.
We need to get back to Citizen Smith. Power to the people.
no, it's funny you should mention about the tomatoes.
Classic, Chris. Classic.
Because there's a grocery that's quite a biggish one that does lots of businesses, restaurants, hotels, whatever. They also sell to the general public, and I did actually see these big crates of tomatoes, and they must have had 8 of those, and then these separate bags and punnets, and so they've got tomatoes.
Yeah. Talking of
It's weird that tomatoes. You can't grow tomatoes, honestly.
Well, what easiest thing, aren't they?
I've got honestly, Amanda, right? I've not last summer, the summer before it was, and I've got these small balcony, but I like my stuff. And I've got a blackcurrant thing, a blackberry, and which one died? The pepper one, the pepper plant. I was meant to keep it indoors.
Oops.
Yeah, anyway, one day this thing sprouted out of one of the pots, so I just let it grow. Didn't know what it could have been anything, a weed, a dandelion, no such thing as weeds, come on, they're all herbs. Anyway, it grew into a tomato plant from a seed.
Mm-hmm, cool.
From a seed, right?
Yeah, it's possible.
I'll tell you what, delicious. That were easy. You can do that anywhere. How many places have you seen where you see tomato plants in the window? They're so easy to grow.
Takers are no.
That type of supply. The tinier the seed, the more supply you will get.
Well, if there's a shortage of tomatoes, all they've got to do is go to a sewage farm. There's fucking thousands of plants growing there. Any sewage farm.
Yeah.
Because of all tomato seed that's in excrement that actually ends up being segregated from any solids, what have you, and it just grows in the landscape around them. All these tomatoes.
You cannot get around it. Yeah, nature, you can't get around it, food-wise or whatever-wise. In fact, it's all food, really, and medicine. But for them to say we're rationing you because there's a shortage of it, I mean, that sounds ridiculous to me. A shortage of food today, when you've got food banks, which you've got too much food in them. Absolute.
who knows? It's
there is no shortage at all. They're creating the shortages, John.
Yeah. They're just, the people in this country, they're sheeple, don't they? They believe everything that's on the BBC.
Fortunately,
Yeah.
Not me.
The majority of people watch it.
Not even something like this can wake people up today. Okay, we
Yeah,
meant
but they've already been programmed, though, haven't they? Due to the
Yeah,
that business. Everybody did that, and then they took the jobs and
well,
the
haven't we all been? It's not like where we can't get out of it, and it's like bang, they programmed us, and that's it. There's
Oh yeah,
nothing else to
definitely.
do. Some of us who did try to program, yeah, part of it we still don't. You know, some of it we do fall into things like that, but there are people out there who are awake, and all they can do at this moment in time is like John Bikereddie. He's talk about it, and it might wake one person up tonight. Don't know. It's worth the progress, but I don't. How much time have we got left?
yeah.
Who knows?
You know, you're talking about Citizen Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I drove past the Tooting Broadway station today,
All right. Cool.
and there's plenty of Asian supermarket independent, and all their shelves look full up.
I can well imagine.
You know, they don't look empty. So, you know.
I can remember that. I've watched all box after that. I think I've got it upstairs.
Well, sorry, Bike, I didn't hear you there, mate.
Oh, it was Chris. He said he's got the box set of Citizen Smith upstairs. He's watched them all.
Oh yeah,
Power to the people.
yeah.
That was up, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's all right,
Right, that was
Yeah.
yeah. Unfortunately, hope to the people via a TV program.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be taking my mother shopping in the morning. That's going to be a fucking treat for me. Jeez, I fucking hate that. But we're going to the supermarket, and then she wants to go around a market that's nearby, you know. So we're going to go to that. We'll just see. I'll have a look, see what veg is available there from, you know, traders rather than supermarkets. Let's see how much tomatoes I can come up with. See what I can find.
I think you'll find plenty.
I know. Yeah.
Pathetic
It's
shortages. Fucking shortages of peppers in Spain. Oh dear me. Oh my god, the shortages.
When did they come up with a shortage of toilet rolls? You remember that? Everybody were panic buying.
Yeah.
So where was that? Who instigated that one? Panic buying.
I don't know, but I'll tell you something.
You've got to spend most of your life from now on because of this staying indoors, so you need more toilet roll, right?
Yeah.
The thing is,
that
though,
guy in the middle with the water who pushed in the queue, I thought, fuck this, I'm getting you. Fucking pushed in, crate full of water.
Oh God!
Panicking that he'd run out of water.
Yeah.
Have you noticed they're even locking up now?
Sterilise a man and use your tap. Sterilise the fucker.
Yeah,
Just bottle of water.
they're even locking toilet roll up now in public toilets.
Oh.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I remember we were like on the last roll, you know, to get some toilet roll, we're like, you know, rocking horse shit. And this woman were like clutching hold of this toilet roll as though she were going to die. We're not going it.
Yeah, I think that all started when there was the start beginning lockdowns where people took it literally that there'd been nothing open, they wouldn't be able to buy anything and blah, blah, blah. Everybody was good about toilet rolls, pasta, all that type of thing. The shelves were empty of all that sort of dry goods stuff.
But I think that was part of the government's fault as well, though, you know, because bringing it out there, I remember thinking to myself, right, I'm going to go to the shop and do some shopping. I drove there, I gets there, and I'm not kidding you, half the car park, like which was underneath, this was Tesco's, by the way, there were all these like I won't call them turnstiles, but queues. They were like round and round and round and round. It must have been waiting 4 or 5 hours to go in there. I said, fuck it, I'm going home. I ain't standing and waiting in there.
Yeah, that was exactly the same. I didn't even bother.
You know what we have got? It's tough.
Let's get back to bread and dripping and out jam sandwiches.
Chris, no. No.
Oh, Chris, yeah, bread and
No,
dripping.
no, oh,
No, no.
Chris, come on.
That is
Yeah.
vile shit.
Bread
No.
and dripping. Chris, it were all right if you got the brown jelly bit in with it on a slice of bread, salt and pepper.
Look at me now, bless
You should have said it. You could have took it off that pork that we've just cooked earlier.
No, it's got to be beef. It's got to be beef. It can't be pork. It's got to be beef.
Now I can have squits for a week for just being a dickhead.
Did you say squid then, Amanda?
No, a
Squid.
squits.
Oh, I thought you said squid. We're having squids at the weekend.
No, oh no, I couldn't eat that.
Calamari.
Oh no, thank you. Ooh. Yeah.
I remember this guy used to love whelks, right? He used to love first time he bought one, put it in his mouth. He was chewing it for 4 hours. Took it out of his mouth. Not a fucking mark on it.
Ooh, no, thank you.
I tell you what, mate. You know what I'm going to start doing? I'm going to start eating grass off at fields. I'm going to, get on all fours and go around fields like they want us to.
Done.
See, there's a little gate or a small little fence or whatever what you can easily jump over and escape into the real world.
There is.
Oh, I only have to cross road and cross road again. And I'm right out there.
You can just stay a greedy bastard and keep eating away at what's being provided for you, and it just means nothing. You're just going through the same routine every day, like a sheep or something like that.
Mm.
But no, that I think that is, to be honest with you, that's shocking. Where you get to hear words like, we need to ration your veg, at least your veg, according to that. There already is. In this country, in this day and age, when the last ration
I'll tell you what, I can't get hold of, and I've been shopping every week because I take my mum fucking hell out of my week taking the shopping, like I said. But I cannot find Marmite on shelves. I cannot find any.
That's a bit Ray. That's a bit strange.
I'll send you a spoonful.
Chris will send you a spoonful.
Cheers, mate. Yeah,
Do you know why? Do you know why? You can't get Marmite. The Marmite crop failed last year.
Oh, bugger.
Does it already come in jar and all?
Yeah, it comes on trees and jars. Didn't you know?
They've got no better awareness, have they? No, honest, I'm not seeing Marmite on shelves in supermarkets that I've been in. I've been to Lidl.
You been to Aldi?
Been to Aldi, they don't have it. Been to Morrison's, been to Tesco's, and neither of them have got it out.
Have you tried Vegemite?
Yeah, shit.
Okay. I don't eat it, so I don't know.
I don't like it.
Do you know Chris, right? He has Marmite and peanut butter sandwiches. It's disgusting.
Dirty bastard, Chris. That is fucking horrible.
Who's that?
Chris does. He has peanut butter,
Get
Marmite.
Get rid of him, Amanda. Chris, really?
Yeah, he says it's really nice. You want to try it?
Yeah, he would say that, wouldn't he? Just because he
No.
likes it. Man,
Yeah,
I'm
but
not going to knock it unless we have. You know what I
Hang
mean?
on a minute. Look at Americans. They have jelly and peanut butter, don't they?
Yeah.
That's peanut butter and jam, isn't it? That's what they call jelly.
Well, my son has ham and jam sandwiches.
Ham and jam sandwiches.
Yeah.
Well, you can tell who it takes after, though, can't you?
Yeah, they are a bit weird.
Oh, thanks. That's it. Now, I'm not even lucky to start.
Honest, Chris, you went up in my estimation with dripping of bread. That was fucking brilliant. But Marmite and peanut butter, you've just gone down again, mate. You can't do that. That's terrible.
Oh, apparently Charlie says they do peanut butter flavoured Marmite now. Wonder if that's some Marks and Spencers.
I've seen that on shelves. Peanut butter and Marmite. Stick that up your ass. Fucking silly.
Hi, Charlie. I've only just seen you in the.
I'm joking, Charlotte. Good evening.
And a few other people have come in, but thanks for the chat and thanks for coming in, guys. So a few people.
I didn't know you could buy it together.
Sandra's there as well.
Yeah.
I always used to eat jam sandwiches when I was a kid. Always.
Yeah.
Still do, me.
Yeah.
Can't beat a jam,
Can't
buddy.
beat it, can you?
Lots of energy.
Marmite chocolate.
That's all they're trying for. I used to be
Marmite
chopping firewood for people.
I know they do Marmite nuts. Have you tried those?
Yes, I have. Yeah, I weren't impressed with them actually, but yeah, they were all right. But
And they do crisps as well, I think.
oh yeah, Marmite crisps are all right.
I don't know. I don't eat that shit as myself, but you know.
Used to do Bovril crisps when I was a kid. Used to love
Yeah.
Bovril crisps.
Yeah. I love Bovril crisp.
Hey, there's no like a crisp sarnie in it.
They're spot on.
But Chris has that and all jam and banana. He has banana on toast and all.
What
Oh,
about
that's-
this cheese and jam? My dad used to love Cheshire cheese with it being a bit like Wensleydale, nice and texture, crumbly, not heavy on taste, but with
Yeah.
jam. Cheshire, he used to have Cheshire cheese with, I think, blackcurrant jam and strawberry jam. And I did try it when I was a kid with him, and you know what? It was all right. It tasted all right. So there's another silly concoction, but you know.
I'll tell you something. I've got a party trick, Dino, right? And
There you go, Indigo.
she says I ought to have been gay, mate, because I can swallow a banana whole.
Somebody's
Chris.
got no gag reflex.
Yeah, but thing is, when dentists in there, mate, you want to make noise. Honestly, you'd think you were killing him.
Yeah, but is he using his utensils?
Oh, well, yes, definitely.
So he's not using his instruments then.
Well, them and all, he's had them all in there.
It's not Charlotte, but it's not the same. Because if you don't mix anything with the cheese and put the cheese separate to the other ingredient, rather, it tastes much better. But I get what you're saying. Wensleydale will go with anything, to be honest, fruit-wise and stuff like that.
Sure.
I like Christmas cake and cheese.
Did you say Christmas cake?
Christmas cake and cheese, yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
my God.
Slice of Christmas cake, slice of cheddar, mature cheddar on Christmas cake, bang, it's spot on.
I don't even like Christmas cake, to be fair.
Yeah, it's all right. If it's homemade stuff, yeah.
Right. Forgive me, guys. We were talking about food shortages.
Yeah, we were just telling you where it had all
Really
that.
happening, which isn't really happening at all, John, is it?
No. No.
Well, it is.
Dino, we were just telling you where it had all gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, see what we can do on here. We can do serious and mix it up with banter as well. That's how brilliant these guys are on here.
See, Chris said he can't buy beef dripping anymore. I've not seen it around for ages, beef dripping.
Why have you not looked downwards?
Well,
Sorry, that was a bit too
No,
deep.
it's usually mixed up in his beard.
Do you mean, Amanda, do you mean it's like when it's facing that way up?
Well, possibly, you never know. You know what happens in the morning, don't you?
My dad was telling me, right, when his dad died, yeah,
oh, Amanda's gone. Where's she gone? She pressed wrong button.
She'll be back in a sec. No
Might
doubt.
be a call.
Yeah, James, I have made my own it past. Yeah.
So, Dino, I wanted to
Yes.
tell you more about what happened in Oxford on Saturday.
Okay, man.
When I got there, there was refugees are welcome with Antifa there. And they're very vocal against the 15-minute city people.
Yeah.
And like most of the people there are quite peaceful, you know, middle-aged, you know, they're not going there for a fight, you know. And always think the same thing. There was a stand to the Heritage Party, which I'm not too sure what they're about. I haven't really looked into it, but they went on. Yeah, there's a guy down here, David Curtin. He's on the like the London Council member type, and he's very anti-lockdown as well. Seems quite a based guy, but that's his party. But you know, I haven't. But yeah, and the police were ready for a ruck as well. All the, you know, all the big where they got them big suits on, make them look bigger. You know,
Yeah.
jacket
Right,
filler
yeah.
top. Yeah, you know,
Right.
make them look all big and hard and all that.
Yeah.
And
It's a bit odd,
they,
that, isn't it, John? Because like
yeah,
they get geared up for what they call riot gear,
yeah,
helmets, buttons, the full job, and people just turn up in t-shirts and jeans and
yeah,
a few sandwiches and a bit of a radio box going on, trying to just
yeah,
peacefully protest. And
yeah,
not all
yeah,
of them, of course, but
yeah,
they're like, you know,
yeah,
as if they're expecting a riot when there's
Yes, it
they're
was
not,
Colin.
really.
yeah. They were dying for it to kick off. You know what I mean? They
Yeah.
were, you know, you just think,
How many times, John, have the police instigated a riot?
yeah, yeah.
I mean, you know.
Well, in them lockdown ones, you did have
That won't be
paid. You did have paid agitators there, willing to start trouble. You know?
It's all right.
John, hi Amanda, Chris, well,
Amanda.
welcome back on. I
Well,
don't
yeah.
know if you heard me say this before, I've said it a couple of times. What I saw at a protest a couple of years ago in London, Parliament Square, it was
Well,
brought to
backing
my
up.
attention by two of them. It was part of that protest was because of some powers through mainstream media was made to look in a certain type of way. And then you got these characters coming in, and I've seen them at other protests as well. Same characters,
Yeah.
same dress, crisis actors, etc. I don't know if
Yeah.
you believe in them, but
I do.
just amazing how some people can get away with. I saw this one particular fella. He got right up into a cop's face, frontline cop, like that, giving him shit. The cop was just going like that. Someone else I was with Catwoman once, and we went round. I said, Cat, let's go and have a chat with these two here. They're parked under with yellow lines. Right, so let's go and ask them if it's legal for them to do so. We knew it is, because if there's an incident or scenario going on like that, they're allowed to park on double
Yeah.
yellow line.
Yeah.
But we just thought we'd go over for an interaction. And we got one, but it was polite. But there was one of them. He kept circling and watching us all the time and things like that. So we've either gone up to him and did what this other chap did to the guy in riot gear and went, and this guy wasn't. He was just like patrolling and said, listen, you, loads of shit. I'd have got arrested for that.
Yeah.
But this
Yeah.
guy just simply was allowed to get away with it. Seen him at other protests as well, doing the same thing.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I have noticed. I mean, I've been watching bits and bats of these protests that's been going on. I've never ever watched them until the lockdowns, everything else, and what have you. But what I've seen recently, you've always got Antifa there. Doesn't matter what protest it is, they've always got Antifa there.
Yeah.
And it seems that the police are like cordoning off the protesters that's doing the actual protest, and they're kind of letting the Antifa sort of infiltrate and everything else, and they're not really doing anything with these Antifa people. They're letting them sort of get weighed in and start problems, what have you. They're going to get retaliated against, and then once you retaliate, that's your nicked.
Yeah.
And I'm just wondering if the Antifa there, because they're only small numbers, they're not a very large group that's at any protest really compared to the amount of protests. And I'm just wondering if they're there just to sort of instigate problems so police can wade in, start lifting the protesters.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. But they know they're immune. They're immune to it because the police are aware of these fellas as well.
Yeah. I'll see him on Saturday.
But you're
They
not.
walk past me.
But you don't
Saturday.
reckon Antifa are giving an heads up to say, right, guys, there's a protest going on. You probably know about it. Get down there. We'll give you immunity. Just go and do this, that, and other. Bang.
Paul,
Make sure you wear, you wear something that's sort of distinguishable. Wear
you know,
something
change
that's
your
red
clothing
or whatever.
each time. Don't wear the same bloody costume, you know, because a
They're
clown
always
does.
in black.
Paul,
Antifa.
I don't think they're cops because that could really fuck them up if they were. I just believe that these are a group of employed people by some section of the government to do this type of thing, and make it look like the story's different, and mainstream media come in and they're involved in it as well. So they're all
But
persons.
don't you think they seem to get, well, I'm not going to say immunity. They're sort of treated far better than the actual protesters. They give them more leniency.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
is that? That tells you that the coppers are being told basically leave them alone. Yeah, there you go.
There was another protest in Rotherham about the hotel dwellers that we're paying for. And same thing there. 2 coachloads of Antifa were busting.
There's another one in Skegness on Saturday.
Yeah. I don't know if you're aware of Active Patriot, or agree with him, or may not. I don't know.
Well, it's happening everywhere, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, look at it.
Yeah.
Look at. I mean, look at it. And the position they put us in, it feels awful for some people who would welcome all this, no problem whatsoever, to a certain degree. But everyone knows it's out of hand. That's why it's in the papers and all that. And it's saying it's out of hand and it's what's going on here and why they're demanding this. And all. So why are people saying that if it wasn't in proper control, in any kind of balance? It's not. It's a massive influx, bigger than what they're telling you it is, I believe. It's happening everywhere. Like today, I went out to try and recce a place, and I didn't get anything. But I spent all day out trying. Didn't get nothing. But on the train home, I couldn't hear anybody talking, and you hear people talking on a bus or whatever, wherever you go. I couldn't hear anyone talking English. It just felt a bit strange to me, that's all. Now, if I was 10, 15, 20-year-old, I don't think it would sound strange because you're born into it and it's so totally accepted at that age. But I'm sorry, everything I was promised, it's been a lie, really. Same with my father and my grandfather, lied to. And it's just a weird feeling to go places locally and hardly hear the English language. Sorry, but I've said it before, but it's a bit uncomfortable. Do you know what I mean? But a lot of people who come and live here do talk in English, So
yeah. I'll be honest. Where I live and areas I go shopping in and go drinking and everything, you don't come across that because we haven't got that influx yet. I mean, it's going to happen eventually. I can see it coming.
Yeah.
But we've not got that influx of those people. We've got the takeaways, obviously, and the delivery drivers that go with them. But other than that, you just don't get it.
Well, they're going to put these places in where it's going to help make the economy grow. So they're going to put them in cities and big towns and things like that. Them are the major areas. Like the town I live in, I can't believe the amount of houses that are getting built. The amount of, I reckon 8 out of 10 hotels are taken up by, non-tourists, shall I say, and things like that. Maybe in a small place, hardly anything. Big
Yeah, but
city,
we still got homeless that's British on streets.
yeah. That's what doesn't add up to me. And yet they're cutting more food out, and you've got all these food banks, right? I went to one, and I think they charged £3. You could get round about. You went to a supermarket for that £3, you get round about 10 to 15 quid's worth, type of thing. But these food banks are now in surplus supply. So what?
Yeah.
What's going on there? Right. Well, there's that many people just trying to be altruistic and go through the till and go, oh, there's a food bank basket. I'll be a good person. I'll put a tin of beans in. That makes me feel good about doing that, even though I don't give a shit. I'm just doing my bit for society.
Yeah.
I don't remember me telling you about supermarket that I normally go to. Right, they had the trolley there. It was the same trolley. It was there for weeks and weeks and weeks. And this particular day, I saw a young lass push it outside, thinking she was taking it to a car or whatever for food bank, which is what it was for. And she was banging it all in skip.
Oh,
Everything will go in skip. It was
Food
tin goods. It was non-perishable stuff, and it would all go in skip.
yeah. So
And
when
that
they
same
come out
trolley
with
had been there for months.
that's
Why do
what
you think? Why do you think the food banks have now got a massive amount of food going into them? Because people haven't got the money to buy in supermarkets. So your supermarkets aren't selling everything. So they're getting more and more left over. Those that do are donated to food banks. Basically, to get rid of it, they don't have to pay cost. When it goes into skip to get short. So it's
true. It's true.
Yeah, it starts at food banks then afterwards because they can't get rid of it either. So they've got to then pay the disposal cost to get rid of it. So
that is true. But if you look at it, someone brought it up a few months ago when we talked about it. I don't know if they work for that company or not. I can't remember, but they were talking about the amount of food. Forget the food banks. The amount of food that they throw in the skips behind the supermarket to get taken away compared to the amount of food that goes into a food bank. So there's far more food being wasted, and which could be distributed to wider, and it's not being. So I'm talking about the world. I'm not talking about this country. I mean, this country, we've got surplus food in food banks. So that could be going elsewhere, wherever. They want to import fucking so-called fresh produce over here from other countries. It's not fresh, is it? By the time it gets here, is it though? Not truly fresh. But yet we're throwing food away here that could go to other places, which is probably just as cheap to import or export from here over there to help these people out. But it's not working like that, is it? So this is where they really are, for me, controlling people, really. Who's got feedback?
Is it me?
So yeah, what I'm saying is enough food to go around. It's a bit of a farce now where you can actually sell out. Food banks can't even get rid of enough food, what's being donated to them and things like that. But yet you've got other places who could really do with it, because half of these food banks, half of these people who visit them, believe me, well, where I live, they're kind of not that homeless. They do a lot of begging, but it's not for. It's for drugs, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, too much food in a food bank over here. But yet the shortages. But yet you can't go in Tesco and Aldi and buy as many tomatoes as you want. But you can go to a food bank and get 10 tins of plum tomatoes for £1.
Have you? There's an app that you can get for your phone. It's called Too Good to Go. And a lot of these supermarkets are doing like a box full of stuff that are going out today or that sell by date that day. So you can get a box, bag, whatever, of leftovers or whatever. and it's called Too Good to Go. So it tells you where your area is, and it gives you a time to pick them up. Even such as things as like, carvery places have got leftovers, and you can actually buy whatever's left of the carvery, the meat, the veg, so on and so
I
on.
love a carvery. Oh, weren't they nice?
The thing is, right, we're suffering through all this, yeah. But these immigrants that's in these hotels are getting all their food paid for. They're having takeaways every day, yeah, because it's been proven they've audited it, and they've had skips full of boxes of takeaways, and God knows what they're getting fed and everything. Yet the homeless aren't getting no, and the people that's working are still having to resort to going to food banks.
Correct. Yeah.
It
I
don't
mean,
make sense, does it?
yeah. People who are working having to go to
Well, I saw a news article, I don't think this morning or yesterday. All these people that are in these hotels now, they're all waiting to be processed. They've not been interviewed or anything like that. They're just put into hotels, and basically it's like an holding station. They've got to stay there until they're processed, and then they can get sort of the fees that are stopping this country or whatever. But Rishi Sunak has now realised that there's a backlog of these people getting interviewed, face-to-face interviews, and it's slowing the process up. So his way of doing things is we'll have a face-to-face interview with them. And that way it's going to clear the backlog, because they're not having face-to-face interviews with translators, etc. And just give them, there you go, there's a UK citizenship without interviews. And
that's what they're going to do. That's what they're going to do, Eddie. They're just going to blanket go, you lot, you all got passports and all that.
Yeah, that's it.
Thing is, these people are coming out with no paperwork whatsoever. So they could tell you, the Dick Whittington wrote, and that's what they have to put on the paperwork, and out the date of birth, and so on and so forth. How do we know they're not terrorists from other countries? Because we don't.
Well, I know many years ago, in was it Cuba? Castro emptied all the prisons and like all the really nasty, crappy people, and said you can go to America. And they all went to America, you know what I mean? And there's like, psychos. You know what America's like? Psychos running around, the madhouse, No.
Yeah.
But I just honestly don't see the logic in what Rishi Sunak is doing. Well, I never have done regarding immigrants, but to totally just give them, right, you've come in, you've been in an hotel for a year or whatever, right, we're not going to process you as we normally would. There you go, there's your citizenship. And that's it, end of.
That's it.
I just cannot see the logic behind that whatsoever.
Eddie, he doesn't care, mate.
Well, we'd already done that.
Yeah.
Fucking assholes again.
No one's voted for these people. These international people that seem to be in power in this country are fucking it up.
Yeah. I mean, how many people have been through customs, right? And you brought on over X amount of tobacco or whatever, and you go through Green Lane. How many of you have ever been pulled at Green Lane? I have twice. I've been pulled at Green Lane twice because I've got nothing to declare, blah, blah, blah. And I've always been searched. But yet, they're letting immigrants coming in with no background checks and a fuck all.
Yep.
And just giving them free rein. There you go. Right, off you go find your own place or whatever. We'll help you set up in a new house and that. There's another thing that Serco are doing. It's been around for probably 2 years, I think. They're now going to private landlords, and what they're wanting to do is basically give you a deal. There's no time limit on this deal. And what they'll do is they'll take over your property that you rent out. So you basically give your tenant 3 months' notice to quit. Then they will come in, they will renovate that house, to a standard, everything else, and then Serco will then pay you a monthly rate to rent that house from you so they can house the immigrants. So you're going to be getting more money than you normally get by renting as you normally would from Serco, but Serco are getting a massive payout to do this from the government to rent that property that you've already been renting out. They'll never know.
Right.
There's obviously some. I've looked into it actually, and there is some small print there. Some
Sorry,
small print.
Yeah. Sorry, I just can't help it. Like, upsets me really about all this bullshit. The Environment Secretary. Do you know her name? So Theresa Coffey actually said people who are struggling to buy food because of the cost of living should work longer hours. Quote, potentially, of course, the beginning stages, that's what they would say. Wants to bring out new schemes and actually came out with people should eat more turnips. And we should have a seasonal food model. Now, how many years have we been saying we should eat seasonal food? And now they're saying this is what we should have. And we should
But I
eat
think
more.
that's quite self-explanatory anyway, isn't
Food
it?
shortages. This is going back to medieval times, never mind fucking Last World War. Let's eat turnips. Fucking hell, let's work longer hours to make sure we can afford food. This is from the Environment Secretary of the government, right? So somebody said in that chat before, something to do with climate change, do you know? Well, how much have they made off that so far? We can't do this, we can't do that, but we can do this and do that. So here's our new plan. This is what I think you should do. We'll sit down with our, banquets and champagne and discuss all this for you. But do you know what? Because of food shortages in the world this day and age, you know what it's like now. It's so difficult with all this money lying about. You may as well just eat bloody turnips instead. What if you don't like turnips? What if you're allergic to them?
Turnips are disgusting, man.
This is a quote.
They're all eating some stew and some tatties.
This is the environment. This is somebody saying that you should work longer hours so you can eat better, is basically what they're saying. How can you eat better if they're saying to you at the same time there are food shortages?
So she went to a restaurant, right, and they said to her, "Sorry, all we've got is turnips," and they brought her a plate of turnips out. What would she say?
She'd say,
"Fuck off." That's what she'd say.
Have you got a glass of Moët? Oh gosh, these people are going, "Hey, that's a good idea."
But the thing is, when you're in the supermarket anyway, the seasonal vegetables are there, so and they're cheaper anyway than normal other vegetables. So if you like them, you buy them anyway. So most people do that anyway. Don't need her to tell us to do that, do we?
Exactly not. And somebody else, and we've said it before on here about in the past, a lot of allotments, people they're still doing it, of course, but they're few and far between now compared to what they used to be before when it was all organic food and people used to, do their own thing in their own back garden or whatever, or have their own allotment or whatever. Now, there's that few allotments and there's that many people who want to use that kind of facility. They've not got it at home, but there are these allotments what you can hire out, I think. But then there's a waiting list to get on one of them. There's just not enough of them going around. Why? Why are they stopping people from producing their own food when it's easy? All you need is a seed. I mean, one plant, one food plant produces many seeds. Maybe one tree or whatever only produces a few seeds, but it's still enough for things to carry on. I mean, look at a tomato. You cut it in half. Look at them all. Look at all them seeds. Take it out. The jelly bit in the middle is the most nutritious, and the skin, but that can be hard to digest. But well, all of it is. But so take the seeds out of the jelly, and then just plant them, and you'll get loads of tomato plants. Not everyone will succeed, but that's nature for you. So
That's what birds do, isn't it?
It just get some soil and plant something and grow it. Stop using so much convenience. There's more fun in doing that than buying something from the other side of the world, which has now lost half of its nutrition and freshness, etc. Because it's cheaper for these idiots over here, these Tesco lot and people like that. I feel an hypocrite saying that because I do buy things from there, so I'm out of order for saying that. But it's still true that they would rather import stuff because it's cheaper than what it is to bloody grow stuff over here and just use it as local produce. And because she's on about bloody let's have this new model of seasonal food model. Like, oh, this is something new. Well, like I said before, these guys, you know, these kids today and going up into they'll think, oh, wow, that's a good idea. Well, we had that idea fucking before I was born anyway. So, you know, it's all new now, is it? Nah, it's not. What stopped us doing it in the first place? Brexit came along as well and all that. Uh-oh. Everything's a slow process, you know. But it's not half accelerated since a couple of years ago, right, John?
Certainly has. It's been quite.
You've got to look behind the curtain, haven't you? Really, because
yeah,
it's not as simple as it. You know.
No. You know,
there's a lot of people. Oh, what's that got to do with this? Well, it has really.
Yeah. It all connects. It all connects.
Shocking, absolutely shocking.
And there's all the people at the top got their heads in the trough, all on the money.
People going hungry today. Can you believe it?
I know.
Fucking what?
I know. It's mad.
Chris is allergic to tomatoes.
I'm getting you right. You talking about them?
Tomatoes are lovely. Cheese and tomato sandwich is just the best.
I like cherry tomatoes and plum tomatoes out of a tin.
Oh, plum tomatoes. Mwah.
Yes. Can't beat them with a bit of salt and pepper on toast.
Yeah.
As simple as that. Yeah.
Tasty.
In Spain, they have.
Very tasty. Is that English chips or American crisps? What's that? What have I missed? Anyone who's coming, guys, sorry. Thanks for coming in. Really appreciate it. Always. I know Connie's still there. Joseph coming in with comments. Cheers, guys. Honestly, I really appreciate massive respect.
Oh, Charlie likes a plum tomato.
Is that
Dino,
what
I wanted to speak about the Irish people as well. But I come on a couple of weeks ago telling you about the Irish people.
You did, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, they're getting stronger. I've been watching.
Of course, John. Of course, we're talking about.
Yeah. I've been talking to a couple of people who do live streams over there. And they're getting more and more, you know. And I think the 4th of March, there's going to be a lot of protests going on over there, and I think they got Paddy's Day coming up soon as well, early March, innit? Mid-March.
Where are them protests happening, John?
I think all over. I think
all over, yeah. Major places, yeah. Yeah.
It's spreading throughout the country.
Good.
There's one in Skegness on Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've written that down, Amanda. I've got that one.
And there's another one in England, in Dover.
I do know that's going to be streamed live as well, apparently.
Yeah.
Which one?
The
Dover?
Skegness one.
Skegness.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shit, who's doing that?
I'll type at you backstage.
Oh, thanks, Amanda. Right. Where's my pen gone again?
Terrible search for a pen. It's terrible.
I'm always doing it, John.
Yeah, I know. I'm exactly the same. You
I
put
bet
it
it's
down.
right in front of my eyes.
Yeah, you're probably sitting on it.
Hey, do you know what? I could be. No, I'm not. Fuck it. I'll remember it. Not. Please remind me, Amanda. Thank you.
Yeah, I've got a pen.
Shit.
There's another one in
Kent.
Newquay, I think.
Oh, Newquay.
Yeah, down in Cornwall. Down there. So I'm sure the Antifa will be out in full force, especially down in Newquay. So we'll see what happens.
It's all we can do, John, really. But it's still nice to know that people are, standing up.
Yeah.
It's important.
It ain't the people who are coming here. It ain't their fault. But I know a lot of anger goes towards them because of the way they behave. But it ain't their fault. It's we're all being set up.
Yes, man. And we have been probably since day one.
You can't be angry at these people because where they come from is just shit, innit? To be quite honest, some of these African countries and.
Well, sorry, but I don't want to sound awful here, but yeah, you can be angry with them. I mean, how many countries have they gone through to get to our country?
Exactly.
So why didn't they go to the first country they got to, where they were safe, and stay there?
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
John, I've said this myself before. We all have, like, not everyone, like some of them, great benefit, great down to earth people, respectful.
Yeah.
You'll speak to them, they'll speak back to you. I've even heard some of them come out with half twang, like, because they've been here for a while, and it's like, take Carol M, for instance, right? Carol's from Poland. And when you hear him speak, it's like, innit? He's like he's like the East End of London, like that. Well, not that strong, but Carol, you wouldn't believe he were Polish. He's got into it. He's here, man. He's part of all this shit,
Yeah.
No, but I'm sorry, but yeah, you're the ones who take the piss. And then the ones who take the piss is now getting bigger, and then it's getting bigger and it's getting bigger, man. But they're not a bit like police, really. There's still a few good ones, most of them now, and that including the police now when it comes to, people from different backgrounds. What you said today? Are you meant to fucking explain anything today without being?
I know what you mean, Dean.
Not down for it. I mean, but come on, are we meant to just stay silent or something?
But what they've been doing now, I think they've put in the fear in us for that. Keep banging on about the, the racism and
exactly.
this.
You put in a position where it's like, and they're coming out with all this. It's all new to us. Let's be honest. Hate crime, stuff like that. It's all kind of a new thing, really. Within the last decade, what's a hate crime? And then when I saw this. Is it not an opinion crime? They'll be bringing that up next.
Yeah.
When I saw that poster at the train, I set off to somewhere one day and I sat down, got on the train. Didn't notice it when I was waiting on the platform. So you've got the building there and the waiting rooms, posters there. Sat on the train, just looked out the window, straight there, big pink poster. And it said, stirring is, let me fucking find it, because it disturbed me.
Oh, yeah. It is actually a crime, innit, to be staring for too long at somebody.
Unbelievable.
Staring at somebody for 30 seconds is an arrestable crime.
So, right, what if you're blind? Right, and sometimes, you know, blind people, there they are, eyes wide open. You know, you don't know they're blind, but they are. You know, they don't have to have a white stick or whatever. And they're just looking like that. And you might think they're looking at you, but they're not. All they can see is a blur, at least a blur. And that person could get done for that. Or at least have to prove, you know, that he wasn't staring at someone on
But how do you prove that?
You can't see him, can he?
fucking staring.
Well, I know obviously he's partially sighted, but what if somebody else is accused of that? And maybe they were daydreaming and they weren't even staring at somebody.
Yeah.
You know, how do you actually prove that you weren't staring at somebody? And what?
How would you prove you were? How would you prove you were?
Well, exactly. And what do they do? Arrest you, take you for an interview?
I mean, come on, we've all been out on first dates, everything else, and all the rest of it. Or you've been in a pub and you've looked across the room and you've seen a, you know, person of opposite sex or even same sex, whatever. You've seen a person you fancy, and you keep glancing up, you keep looking, and they'll keep looking back, and then there'll come a particular time where you're both just looking at each other, and you just know, right, you know. So, I mean, how would that happen then? Is that a crime to do that?
Well,
that's what they're saying.
There's normal people there. That's just doing normal stuff, you know.
Fucking idiots. Yeah.
Putting it on posters, though.
It's the young ones of today that are instigating all this, you know. They don't like this, they don't like that, and piss off. And it's these people that are getting into power that as well. The young ones that are getting into power.
Yeah.
No. Fucking learn what real life is before you start coming with stupid bastard laws like that. Sorry, that's just weird.
I drift off many a time, Connie, let me tell you, love.
Can't find
I'm in my own little world.
It's called window shopping, I think, isn't it?
Oh, that's what they say, innit? No harm in a bit of window shopping, is there?
Nope.
You know, it's like looking at butchers, isn't it? You have a look at some meat and there it is.
Yeah, you can look, but you can't touch.
Exactly.
Window shopping.
Well, it just keeps you alive a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, how did you meet? Oh, we met in prison cells when we got fucking arrested for looking at each other in the pub.
Can you imagine? Jesus Christ.
That's probably what these super prisons are for.
Yeah.
Did you see James's comment? Our eyes met from across the room and then we're arrested.
Yeah.
End story.
Honestly, though, I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
We're getting arrested for breaking wind next. Causing a disturbance by breaking wind because you couldn't help it.
What about natural emotion? Sorry, Biker, one sec. It's just so you're not telling me that there are people out there who don't find someone attractive. So they might be sat there, complete stranger, and you catch it. The human natural thing is, she's quite nice looking. So you'll go like that. It's like smell like that. How can you help that?
It's a natural thing, isn't
it? To hold it in would be unnatural and not be the right feeling type of thing. Do you know what I mean? So you're not even allowed to do that, and then having to cope with them feelings where I'm not allowed to do that. But it just felt pretty normal to do it, and I don't mean any harm. It's just I'm reacting normally. I didn't even know I was doing it. Actually, it's just that natural, you know.
Yeah. You've got somebody there waving at you in the background, mate. Keeps waving.
Oh, David, I'm sorry. Right.
Just
He's
keeps
been
waiting.
there ages, Auntie. I'm sure he did the.
Hello.
He did. He
I've
did
been there
the
for
big
like an
waffle
hour.
sign.
Where you been?
We got the
Yeah.
big waffle now. How you doing, David?
I'm good, thank you. How are you, lot?
I'm not too bad. How are you doing compared to the other day? Because you weren't too good.
Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better actually.
Of course, you're mate. You're on here.
Exactly, yeah.
Look who's here as well.
Uh,
Are you right, Eddie?
yeah, I'm all good, mate. I bet you're knackered now. Fucking waving with that right hand, mate. Jesus. He's
I
kept-
know. I know. Bloody hell. I'll have some muscles in that arm now.
You must have.
You right, Amanda and Chris?
Yeah, not too bad, thanks, David.
Alright,
Hope you
brilliant.
okay, mate?
Hope you well.
Good, good. You right, John?
Yeah. Hello, mate. How you going? Right.
Awesome.
Good.
That's the hellos out the way.
Yeah.
Fuck off then.
Rude.
I'm joking. I did it before Gino said it.
Joseph, brilliant. You guys get it, you know? As long as it's not Leary, yeah. Yeah. Gosh, how dare you look at anyone? That's why you're all not on screen, isn't it?
Just rewind a bit, Dino. Just go back to when you were sort of like looking at somebody across a pub bar or whatever. How would you look at them? Just show us how you'd look at
His eyelashes, wasn't he?
them. When you see somebody in a pub, you know, and you think, oh, she's attractive, how would you look
Yeah.
at them? Just go back to how you'd look at them. You just did. No, but you did it.
Oh, he's getting up and everything and that.
Is that how you do it?
Yeah, that- No, I can't. I am very shy. So
Right, that's it. I'm
I
arresting
wouldn't
you for
really
exposing
chat
and doing
anybody
that.
up. I wouldn't, honestly.
You would look at another
Don't
woman.
anywhere.
Why not? Why wouldn't you look at somebody?
I do look. Of course I look.
But why don't you make it known that you're looking? Because when somebody's looking at you, you always know that you're being watched. So why don't you sort of make it known?
Well, if someone knows they're being watched by me, why would they ask me what am I looking at?
No, they won't ask you. They'd look back at you, won't they?
I don't know what they do.
It's the eye contact. That's what it's all about. Oh, he's
Yeah,
looking at me.
I
see
do.
you
I
looking at me.
smile at people everywhere I go. I smile.
I could imagine Dino on a date and he'd make it very awkward.
I wouldn't know how to chat a woman up these days, I tell you.
Why not? It's natural.
It's fun.
It's just-
just
Oh,
not
you'd
used
be
to-
fine, Dino.
There's no written book on how to chat a woman up, is there? Everybody's got their own way of doing it.
I wouldn't know what to. Honestly, I wouldn't know how to. I wouldn't have I don't have a chat up line or anything like that.
Just be yourself, Dino.
But
What you
that's
do,
what
what you do, mate, is you go up to him and go, "Hello, darling." If I told you, if I
Chris,
told you, listen, if I tell you got a sexy body, would you hold it against me?
See, I can't do things like that. Amanda, is that how he got hold of you?
No. Not
Honestly,
at all.
You've
No,
got eyes like an angel, love.
I wouldn't.
Who, me?
I don't think.
I don't know anyone.
So,
I mean, do you remember all them old ones? Do you come here often and all that? And have you brought your toothbrush with you? Why? Because you're staying overnight at 9 tonight and all that. Nah.
Terrible.
I honestly would not know what to do. And that I'm telling the truth. I don't go out.
I met the
I'm
doggies.
not a young guy anymore, so I'm not that cocky or anything to be like
Mate,
that.
all you can do is just be yourself, mate. That's all you need to do.
Oh yeah, but yeah, that's it. That's all I want to be. Anyway, so I've got enough female friends on here.
And you've got your right hand as well, so that's all good.
That's all good, David. That's all I need. Have you noticed how bigger that is than that?
I know, it's got
I'm
massive, hasn't it?
right-handed. I mean, right-handed.
All that tugging you're doing, mate. Working out for you.
Don't you start, you bloody woof.
Right, Dean, I'm jumping off, mate.
Oh, John. Hey, thanks for being on, mate. As always.
See you later, John. Catch you up next
See you
one.
later.
Gentlemen.
Yeah.
Always welcome. Always
Thank you,
welcome.
Dean. Thank you. See you, Amanda. See you,
See you
David.
later, John.
Yeah,
Bye,
take
Chad.
care.
Take care, John. Have a good week.
You too. Cheers. Bye.
Bye, mate.
John. What a gentleman John is. Great guy. And he's brought some knowledge as well. So
I have a theory about all these immigrants that are coming over. If you want to hear it,
No, you're right, mate. Don't matter.
how fucking rude, Eddie.
Go for it.
if only I had a garden, Indigo. I've got a balcony. My neighbours are a pair of piss pots, right?
I bloody hope they don't piss in your pots.
It's not as shut up, David. It's not as easy as that. But then again, I don't really care anymore, to be honest with you.
Wait, I
Yeah,
met my ex-wife at school. So there were no sort of.
So you didn't even have to try in the future, did you? See what I mean?
I said
It's not
ex-wife.
that you got it made straight away.
Listen, I said ex-wife.
Oh, right.
Right. Now, the person I'm with now, right, she used to work in the same building as me. Right. And she used to work in the reception area. And I used to walk past her every day. Plenty of times. Used to go out walk past her outside for a fag. And used to look at her. She'd look at me, but ignore me. Bastard she was.
Well,
But we were stood outside one day. And I just says to her, I said, give her a piece of paper. I said, that's my phone number if you want to go for a drink. So she looked at it and she says, I don't date people from work. I went, oh, okay. I thought, right, leave it to you. I thought, stuck up cow. And I think about 2 weeks later, I got this phone call. Did you mean it when you wanted to go for a drink? I went, yeah. Then that was it, end of. It started from there. And that was the way to do it at the time.
Oh.
Nice one, Eddie.
But yeah, she knew a stud muffin when she saw one, I'll tell you.
It's the movie. I haven't heard that for ages.
Sorry, no, I've given up. So
Yeah, it was just spur at moment thing, you know. I mean, I weren't divorced at that time. We'd split up that 2 years or what have you, and I'm thinking, right, let's get back on track type of thing. And that's how it started, and it paid off, and I've never looked back.
Run.
No regrets, none whatsoever. I regret getting married, but
Now he says it.
well, I'm not married now, but it's the first wife. Yeah.
no.
If I'd have
As
known
time
that,
gets shorter, it's you know the longer you're on your own. I mean, I'm not arsed anymore, to be honest with you. I don't feel sorry for myself, but at the beginning, yeah, you know, you used to a relationship, you've had kids and all that. That moves on, and then bloody hell, time flies, doesn't it? And
Yeah.
then you start, you know, you're only natural, aren't you? So you start feeling lonely and shit like that. And then, but thank God, right, the timing of it as well, since I started YouTube, I've met many people, YouTubers, viewers and things like that. Always got time for that, definitely. And that's what I love now. So I'm happy with that, to be honest with you. If anybody does come along, it won't be because I've gone out there and come out with a chat up line or anything like that. So
nah, you don't need chat up lines. You don't.
I know, that's what I mean. I wouldn't like do one anyway.
It's just general chit chat, isn't it? You meet, you meet somebody, you talk, and that's it. And then you know you've had your camel.
If it happens, it happens.
You fancy meeting
Exactly, but like I said, time runs out, time flies. That's the problem, you see, at my age. But
Yeah, but you don't want to leave it 12 months between fucking dates, mate. You
I
need to
don't
stop,
mind.
go out and say, I'll
I
see you
love-
next week.
I love
Yeah.
doing the filming and the going out and stuff like that. So anyway, I'm a lost cause.
Get yourself on Naked Attractions, Dino. You'll be all right,
Oh,
mate.
no, I'll not be doing that.
Can you
No.
imagine? Somebody up here on there.
Got to for me.
Do you know naked attractions?
I know.
No.
Could you imagine?
What? That's
Have you,
it.
have you never seen that, Naked Attractions?
Oh, attractions. No.
Naked Attractions, that TV
No.
program. Have you not?
You've
No,
never
no.
seen it?
I don't
No, I
watch
don't think
TV.
so.
I don't have a TV.
Just Google it. Google it,
No.
mate.
No.
Watch it. Watch it.
You take the
Just watch
piss,
a bit
right?
of it, Dino.
You take the piss. I don't mind. I do not mind at all these days anymore. Like I say, you get used to things, and I could easily go on a bloody what they call them, dating site or whatever, but I don't.
Well, they're always
Anyone watching who's single, if you've listened to this, then please get in touch. That's my chat up line. Got an email address.
Dino, I'll be later, darling.
Bert Britton's in there, guys. Please say hello. Don't forget his channel as well.
Evening,
Yeah, baby,
BBA.
How you doing, mate? Nice surprise as always. Good to see you.
I've been told when you go on Pornhub, there's always some 2 minutes round corner from you.
Oh, no, just tell you that. It's not
I
porn.
don't know. I don't know.
It's not
Never been on
porn.
it.
So I don't do that.
I've only been told, mate.
Chatterbait,
Really?
love.
Are you
Chat
trying to
a
see
bit,
someone
yeah.
spying on me with a camera or something?
Yeah, I think it was Dino that sent me a link for Chatterbait, actually.
Dino, wow. I didn't know you're into that kind of thing.
I haven't masturbated at all in front of you.
How many V coins have you got?
I bet you got an account on X videos as well.
I know.
X videos.
All right.
Triple X, David. Oh, see what they're like. I'm sorry, but BBA, I'm sorry about this.
Yeah, a friend of mine told me that some of them women on Chatterbait, there's some monsters on there, isn't there? Apparently.
Oh, I bet there is.
You brought this up.
You?
Me?
Yeah.
I bet they got some right double D's on them, aren't they?
I don't know. I'll ask my mate.
Anyone who's coming, really appreciate it, guys. Tony's still in there. Look, right. Klaus Schwer, well worth looking into, right? I've read that myself, Tony. I've heard about that myself.
Shit.
Please look into it, guys.
So it disconnects the internet from the whole world. Oh, bugger. My mate's not going to like that when he's watching fucking porno. Bugger.
I don't watch porn all the time.
I don't. It's just what my mates tell me.
You which mate's that? You've got a mate?
I have, yeah. Got a few.
I think he's got a friend. You right? I'm jealous of that because I haven't got.
Got lots of them, mate.
Right, no porn on here until I've finished. Then I can put it on when you've gone.
I don't want to know what you do in your spare time, Dino.
I don't want to know what you're doing either, David. Okay? Especially when you're watching this live because I know you like me.
I'll get the mate.
Not in that kind of way.
I can't believe I've just said that. I'm joking.
Yeah, I'll get my mate to send me some links so I can send you one, mate. Don't worry.
I don't. Why are you doing this to me tonight?
It's just general conversation, isn't it?
Can't stop him. He's indefatigable.
Just helping you out in your hour of need.
Yeah, of course you're helping me out, mate. No
He's
worries.
being a bit, Dino.
Is there such thing as vegan and vegetarian?
Amanda, I love you very much.
Listen,
Chris, get a grip of that girl, honestly.
Hey, hang on.
Get into that, mate.
That was James Patrick in the chat. I only picked to what he said.
I suppose you could have a tomato sausage.
You could have a chili sausage if you want.
Well, yeah.
Hang on, Chris. We've got a shortage of tomatoes going on at the minute.
Yeah, you'll have to have something else, mate.
It depends what your fetish is, really, Dino, I guess.
have to have your sausage without tomatoes, wouldn't you?
You can have a battered sausage if you want.
Oh, Jesus, that's going rough.
Oh, God. Anyway, David, it's nice to hear you far more cheered up tonight than what you was the other night.
Thanking you.
We got BBA backstage.
Yeah, authenticated, mate.
Thank you very much for that. Cheers. Right. Hello.
Evening, what's going on? We good?
Hey,
all
usual
good.
crap, mate, on here. Me getting ripped the piss out of and... You know.
Oh, do you not see my comment? I said, I hear Dino likes a bit of nugget porn. Is that right, Dino?
What is that?
I don't know, but what I can tell you is the best place to find one is where the last guy left her. I'll leave it at that.
Do you mean corn?
I mean, what? No, I'm confused.
Nuggets is in corn. I don't know. Sweet corn.
Popcorn.
Dino says that he doesn't watch it all the time, so those times that he does, he can take the time to maybe explore it.
Okay.
You can have a bit of popcorn while he's watching it as well.
It doesn't often pop, mate. Doesn't get the fucking chance, you know what I mean? Anyway.
How is everyone? Is everyone good? You good, Dino?
All good, mate. Thanks a lot. And I hope you are as well. Thanks for coming
I'm good, man. Thank you.
As always. So, cheers. What have you been up to recently, anyway? Got anything interesting coming up?
Well, I'm going to London tomorrow for the weekend. So that should be interesting down there whole weekend.
Okay.
So it's the first time in the time that I've had the channel anyway that I've even gone down to London and done any auditing. So it'll be interesting. To see what we get.
So that's the clue. You don't want to give much away, I don't suppose, but there you go.
How did the meeting go the other day?
Meeting, that community meeting thing?
Yeah, I saw it on your live stream.
It was interesting, actually. I kind of wish I did go in and film it. It was only because they were like the victims, family, and so my moral compass come into play, and I felt like maybe it might have been a bit insensitive for me to do that, but I wish I had, because it gave me a good opportunity to sit there and actually answer a few questions. And then because obviously this chief superintendent's obviously holding a presentation, if you like, with residents from the community, he obviously had to answer them rather than just I'm not answering that or dismissing it. So it's a shame I couldn't have really got that on camera, but it was good. Yeah, it was good insight.
Awesome.
And a few things that are going on, and
it sounded interesting when you said that they were giving that MP how much money. What
25 million. Yeah. So that's what I mean. I come away from there with a few things now that I can follow up and probably make a few videos, bit of content there. Go find out. Go know where the local MP's office is. Let's go there. Find out. What's he doing with 25 million pounds that's just been given him in this crisis of living.
He's probably buying a house with it, to be fair.
Well,
yeah.
Anyway, good luck with all that. A different place altogether is London, for sure.
James Patrick just asked, whereabouts in London are you going, baby?
You might not want to give that
I want to
away.
get no. To be honest, I've got a little bit of a plan, but I don't at the same time. My plan is just I'm down there all weekend, and the plan is to just hit off as much as I can as I go through.
Well
How I'm
said.
going to do some of that, I don't know, because obviously I'm not going to travel through with a car all the way through London.
Yeah, you're
That's
better
just
off
ridiculous.
not saying what you're doing, to be honest with you, and just when you've done it, get it up there.
Yeah.
I think you make more whereabouts.
That's why I haven't gone down for the day, because I don't think a day's enough, man. Like,
oh, no
you'd be
way.
rushing, and then I would feel like I'm rushing the audits and things like that, where I'd rather just, I'm down there, I can start from as early as I want, and I can finish as late as I want, and down there for a couple of nights, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, at least if you're there for the weekend, you're not going to have to rush all the audits and stuff, are you? So
I think you meant whereabouts are you staying in London?
That's a bit unknown at the moment as well.
Right.
Can I just say good night to Indigo Wings, who's been in from the beginning? Good night.
I'm in like a big van car thing, to be honest, Eddie. Yeah. So to be honest, I could just camp it out in the car.
Next time.
Again, cut costs of fucking having to pay for somewhere. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, that'd be a lot cheaper.
I'm going to be I'm going to be out and about till late anyway. So
it'll be a lot.
there ain't going to be much
for you as
sleeping
well,
this weekend, mate. There ain't going to be no sleeping this weekend. Not much of it anyway. I'll
Did you
fire up a
manage to
live
get a
if I
drone?
that I can be awake. Pardon?
Did you get a new drone?
Yeah, well, I don't know if it's going to come in time, but whether I take it or not. I've got this one here, which I could use. I just choose not to. So I need to, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see whether I actually use it as more, because I can. Well, I don't really want to have wasted the money on it just sitting there. But that's what I've kind of done with the other one. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
I don't know.
I suppose you've also got to be careful about different zones, obviously. Down especially in London.
A lot of London, I imagine, would be restricted anyway. I mean, I haven't bothered to look on my drone app, but I imagine a lot of it is restricted.
Hi, Yvonne.
Hey, Yvonne.
Are you all right?
Good, thank you. You?
Yeah, all good.
Good.
Not too bad, thank you. Are you?
Yeah, I'm all right. How you feeling, David?
Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better, thank you.
Oh, good. Been poorly, haven't you?
I have, yes.
Amanda's
At least
walking
feeling
around.
better.
She's got a cucumber stuck up her arse. Her back's that bad.
Shut up, no. I've got a few because there's a shortage. I've got them all.
Chris, don't start me off again, for goodness sake.
I'm not funny.
I'll try living with him.
Oh, come on then. You come on, talk.
I've just come on and said hiya, Bear Britain. We're talking, so I'll wait till he's finished. Said hiya, then he.
Boring.
A new guest comes on and they come on and talk.
Shocking.
Yeah, that's why I shut up, Yvonne.
Tonight.
It's your
Late
turn.
tonight. So-called BBA, right? Don't know if you're aware. You probably are. Managing moderator, right? So
Yeah.
we've got the moderators. We got the one, which is Yvonne. Couldn't even be asked to turn up on Tuesday night pre-meeting, right? And it took her ages to come in here tonight to even say hello in the chat.
You just can't get the staff these days, can you?
What do I do here? I mean, as soon as she got promoted, UK said in that chat, power goes to the head, mate.
Don't bloody start with UK. He winds me up all the time.
Handle it then.
I go in Bear Britain audits and just say hiya, and he's at it. Bear Britain, just can I delete her or can I remove her?
Yeah, remove who you like.
No, UK says that to you.
Oh, I was saying, yeah, well, he does all the time. I tell him no, though, obviously. I should maybe reverse it for a live. I'll take the spanner away from him and give it you.
Yeah, do that, then I can remove him and laugh at him.
Yeah. That sounds like a plan. I remember.
definitely.
If I don't remember, just give me the heads up in the chat and I'll have it done. Yvonne, don't worry.
Yeah, he always says it's because I'm not a mod in yours. He says to you, remove me, the cheeky get. I've done that wrong.
That's what happened to him, wasn't it? Somebody took your spanner on it and you got removed.
Okay, you did it.
What it made?
Yeah, it were you.
You know it was you, Eddie.
But who removed it?
You took my spanner off me.
Yeah, so who what it that binned you and muted you? Who did that?
Oh, do you know, last week kept throwing me off and bringing me back on.
No. You have your spanner. Who kept timing you out?
Oh, UK Transparency were timing me out saying I'm a spanner.
I know the feeling, UK, exactly. She couldn't even be asked to turn up on Tuesday night before the live. Yeah, Dino, let's do let's sort of anything, any news, whatever, right? Watch out for him, watch out for that coming up, whatever. Couldn't even be asked to turn up. Tonight, I even told her that I'm going live tonight. Couldn't even be asked to turn up.
No,
UK Transparency and Dino, you're both men. Deal with it and leave her alone.
Hey, she were on phone to her mother.
Thank you, Amanda.
Just saying.
They're nice.
Yeah, but you won't want. Listen, you tell me that Yvonne breathes fire. How do you think her mother breathes?
Oh, cheers! What you've been on.
No, I'm only going on what they tell me. And usually they say mother like daughter, don't they?
I was in UK. I bully him. He's a cheeky guy. Berbert and Audit, you need to sort UK out.
Oh, don't worry. It's sorted.
This is coming from the managing moderator. She's asking BBA to sort someone out when she's a bloody managing moderator.
Yeah,
He's all about his life, Dino.
Yeah, but Yvonne, you can still time him out even though he's going
Oh, yeah, we can, can't I?
Yeah, of course you can, Yvonne.
Yeah.
Oh, watch this now, UK. I'm going to time you out.
I think UK's telling some porcupines.
What's he put now?
No, when he's saying that you bully him, I've never seen that.
I don't bully him. He's lying.
Yvonne doesn't bully anyone. She's amazing.
Yeah, but he says and all that you're manager of YouTube now. You think you are anyway. That's what he says.
Director of YouTube.
Yeah.
Right.
Being fucking absent.
You shut up, you'll be absent next time, but wait till I can do it. I'm going to bloody remove him.
Time, Yvonne.
I bet you can't. I bet you can't do it on here.
Yeah, I can.
I bet you can't.
Yeah, you can. I can't do it now because I'm on my phone, so I can't do both because I'm thick, but you can.
Multifunction.
Can't do it on here because I'm on my phone and I'm thick anyway. But say that.
Oh God, here we go.
Oh, David, stop pigging.
You know, here we go.
Oh, Paul Bear Britain, he's coming to this now and he's pigging about. He's got piggy on screen.
It was all right until you came on, though.
Yvonne, he's happy as pig in
You
shit.
know what, Eddie? I never pictured you looking like that, mate. To be honest.
No.
It's David Scott, that one.
Oh, that's David.
Yeah, he's happy as pig in shit here.
I thought Biker was showing me a selfie then.
No, Bikers is better than that.
Then you'd have to turn it upside down
Minus the beard. Imagine that with a beard.
There you go. That's a selfie, that.
Biker!
That's what Dino uses on a daily basis.
Not daily.
Fucking hell.
Yvonne, are you familiar with that picture what just came up?
No, it's David's.
I don't know. I'm sure you've got one of them.
I
Got that colour, Amanda?
Have you got a green one?
Yeah, you've got a blue one, we're right.
Well,
She
yeah.
told me it was
My
bloody
favourite
purple.
colour.
What?
Eh?
Blue's my favourite colour. No, I haven't got a blue waffle. Cheeky. That's what my husband says to me. Have I got a blue waffle? I don't know. Just can't get the stuff here.
Don't say that, you can't get the stuff.
You
Now I'm knackered now.
I've never heard it being called a waffle before.
Well, I waffle a bit occasionally, but it's certainly not blue.
I feel sorry for BBA right now.
David, it's all your fault.
Don't you fucking blame me, you fucking
You
twat.
brought it all up, didn't you? I don't
Did
mean
I
that
fuck?
in the conversation.
Fuck you.
David!
Wish, mate,
In your dreams.
in yours, David. Where it'll always stay.
You're not my type anyway, Dino, so stop
Of
trying to
course
flirt
not,
with me,
David.
alright?
Stop trying to chat me.
Dino's just been parred off.
That's funny, mate.
At least I made BBA laugh, that's a good thing.
Anything good for Dino at the minute?
It's a bit rich.
Just stick to the porn, Dino, mate. Stick to the porn. It's less hassle.
Yeah, stick with that right hand of yours, mate.
Little bicep there, look.
Fuck all them.
I know, what woman's gonna love that, eh?
Exactly, that's another thing. No woman would look at someone like me. I'm just this little small fry. And most women today, they go for these macho fucking looking men and things like that, don't they? You know.
Oh, and he's got some very nice sausages up on screen.
Yeah, when Eddie got invited to the sausage party, I don't think he quite got what he was turning up to when he turned up with an 8-pack of sausages.
I brought some Richmond sausages, guys.
Yeah, David took them all.
Turned up, yeah.
Oh, fucking hell.
David has all the sausages, don't you, David?
I do.
Have you ever tried the Cumberland sausage, David?
I like all sorts,
They're
mate.
quite long and bendy.
I like the long ones, I like the thick ones,
You
I like the
could
big
actually
ones.
do 2 people at one time.
What do you mean, do that?
Hold on, how have we got into sausages again?
Listen,
BBA's fault.
it's already
It was Eddie's fault. Fuck you, mate. Richmond on the
Are you doing reducing it? Anyone who's come in, I'm really sorry, man. Honestly.
He's not.
I don't even know what I've walked into, to be honest.
I'm sorry, mate, to you as well.
I think I got the
really
wrong
am.
channel by the sounds of it.
You did.
Don't
You
you
have a
be
David
fucking
Scott.
blaming me.
This is meant
It's
to be
your
a
fault,
serious
David.
live stream.
Not my fault.
David's fault.
Serious.
It's Amanda's fault. Blame Amanda.
It's your
I'm-
fault. Yours.
No, it's you. You're like pig in shit, David. It's you.
Oh, no.
Oh,
All right,
dear.
and if it's not Amanda's fault, I'm blaming BBA. He can deal with it.
Right.
It's your fault. You're picking up sausages.
I think we need something else. Right. So we know BBA is going to London. So we need to look forward to that and stuff like that. Different place altogether. Met police, different breed of fish. Blah, blah, blah. Complete bastard. Most of them.
Is that this weekend, BBA?
Yeah, this weekend, yeah.
Yeah, you said it on your channel. I couldn't remember if you said this weekend or next.
Yeah, no, this weekend.
So there you go. Something to look forward to.
Something different, isn't it?
Something different ball game down there. Totally.
Yeah.
Will you be doing any lives then?
Challenge, mate.
That's the plan, yeah. I'll at least maybe do a couple of live audits or something throughout the weekend. Do you know how many people like them when they're live? And,
Yeah, it's fun, isn't it, when they're live?
yeah, so probably do a couple. And then, yeah, just, I don't know. just go with the flow. I'm going to be doing I want to do another Scientology place, which is down in London. I think it might even be the headquarters of the Scientology cult / whatever it's meant to be. So yeah, that would be cool as well.
That sounds
strange.
interesting.
They're a strange old bunch, I tell you. But they're strange. But yeah,
So you've
other
got
than that,
this
I don't really
ready
know.
at the same time, because London being London, there could be any kind of protest going on as well. Just if you're there and you get lucky to, maybe you might want to film if something like that's going on, you know.
Do you know what I mean? London, mate, is the a bit like London. It's the city that doesn't really sleep.
No.
So you can be in certain places in London at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm telling you now, I don't know what, but you're getting content. You'll get some form of content. There's still content there at 3 o'clock in the morning. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's the kind of thinking I've got. So I've got locations I want to do, but then like throughout the night and stuff, I'm going to just go exploring in these certain iconic places that are busy, and what kind of content I don't know. Hopefully there's stuff going on, and if not, maybe I might do something different and approach people and get their opinions on some of the things that are going on around the cost of living crisis, and
yeah, good stuff.
Yeah. So I don't know, mate. Just going to go with the flow and make
that's
a good
it,
weekend
man.
of it.
No script. You know what to do when you get up in that morning.
Yeah,
You know,
it's definitely in it. Every
yeah.
time I've ever planned anything, it's never gone to plan anyway. So scrap that.
Yeah, absolutely, mate.
Get outside MI5 building, see if you can get yourself a section 47.
I was just going to ask him.
Don't tell him to do that.
Got
Well,
him
I was going to do the MI5 or MI6 building. Yeah.
Yeah, see if you can get yourself a section 47.
I was thinking about doing Scotland Yard, but a lot of people are like, "Oh, you just get left alone there." But again, I might still pay a visit to Scotland Yard building.
What's going to happen when you go there on that day? You know what I mean?
Pardon?
I went there. It was just a case of nothing. I was with Cat, GB Resistance. Went up, did the thing. He's Robert Peel's busk is there with his quote, the police are the public are the police, which I think should be used if you're auditing, just to remind police what the founder had actually said about that, because the police have forgot that the public are the police as well. I think that's always a good thing that you could bring up there, to be honest. As well.
The other thing I haven't really seen been done much, and I'm not saying there's even necessarily going to be much content there. It will be interesting to see how they react. Is maybe do a few of the embassies, you know.
Yeah. Go for the work down there, mate. It'll be non-stop for you.
Yeah, that's the plan anyway, mate.
You'll get loads. You'll get loads of stuff. Brilliant.
Cool.
You're not going to be wandering around on your Todd, are you?
No, I've got someone with me.
Good job.
I hope it's not UK after what he's just put in the chat, the cheeky get.
No, it's not UK.
See what he's wrote?
We don't care, Yvonne. We're not
Call
bothered.
me a tyrant.
Well, you are. Well, you are kind of a little bit.
Bloody take him down there, BBA, and leave him.
He's more than welcome. Not for the leaving bit though. I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, leave him. Take his phone off him and run off.
God.
The trouble with that is he'd probably be wearing a body camera where he's then going to catch me doing it, and that just causes a whole load of complications. So I'd have to bring him back.
No, leave him there.
You run off in your socks and sliders, mate. That'd be brilliant content.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
Just tell everyone what he wears.
Not just yet. It's not woman just yet. Although I did actually earlier this week. It was very nice and pleasant, and I wore my socks and sliders out for the first time this year.
Are you taking them down to London with you, socks and sliders?
No, that's not ideal, is it? Especially if I've got. No, it's not a good idea.
You don't know what a pair of sliders can do.
Socks and sliders are definitely a no-no.
Why? Well, this ain't not going to be put up for debate again, is it? And do you know what? I accept your comment. Why is it a no though?
No, I heard it that particular
don't
about
upgrade.
6 months ago, and it tickled me in that socks and sliders, and you were being a fashion icon. You said at the time.
No, UK said he wears Crocs.
It could be worse, Crocs and socks.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I saw someone either wearing Crocs or
White
Batman. Crocs. I mean, who would wear them? Unless you're
That's
going
what
into a
UK
mental
says you wear.
asylum.
Hey, up there, what you need to do, right, mate, is this, right? Dress up as a farmer with farmer's cap on. Walk into Tesco's and say, I want to seat manager. Right? And just say, look, we've got a shortage apparently of cucumbers and that. I'm willing to provide a stock to you so you're not short. And then when he asks you what sort of yield you can do, just say, well, I've only got a moderate allotment, but I can, sort you out.
Do you know what? I think I'd end up literally the men in white coats will come and get me.
No, but it'd be interesting, wouldn't it? I mean, he could take it seriously.
I know, yeah.
Just say I can only do it for a day, probably provide you for a day, but it's a start, isn't it? It's a start, you know what I mean?
Eggs is a good one. Eggs.
Yeah.
They're struggling with eggs at the minute, so maybe go in, make out some kind of like egg farmer.
You'll
Yeah.
have to go to get some of them plastic ones. Take some of them plastic ones in an egg box and say, these are what, we're laying at the moment. It's pretty good.
Or maybe I throw eggs at him if the police start chasing you. You'll be right.
Well, they won't have to chase me very much. It won't take much to catch me.
That's
Not really do running.
that's a slider. It's like a flip
Yeah,
flop.
and then just imagine a sock in there. Well, I mean, a foot in there with a sock
Oh
on.
no, I've seen. Oh, mate,
It's not, it's Crocs. UK transparency, it's Crocs.
No, come on, being serious. Like, what's wrong with that?
No.
I like what. So if I wasn't wearing the sock, it'd be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't like feet, man. I don't like feet. The feet
You
being
don't
on
like
shows like, yeah.
I'm going to
Feet
say
are
Totally
horrible.
agree.
fine.
BBA, I don't like feet.
I like so I not only am I conscious about other people's feet, but that makes me conscious about my own. So I like to cover up my feet. It's normal. It's
fine. I mean, some kind of shoe or something.
yeah, but it's in the summer, man. Come on, it's real. Feet get sweaty in a shoe, man. You're not a trainer. Fin sock on, fin trainer sock with wearing these. I wouldn't wear like you see these people wear like really thick socks.
Thick white socks.
That looks stupid, but it's comfortable, man. Try it. Don't knock it. Try it.
No, it's not.
I don't show my feet.
It's like wearing a pair of sandals, isn't it? With a pair of socks on.
I just couldn't imagine.
That's a bit different.
doing
That would
that.
look a bit weird.
Oh.
Exactly. It's always the same when you freaking slider, man. And I don't like feet either, to be fair, because mine are really weird.
Feet are just weird. There we go. We've gone from sausages to feet now. Who's got a foot fetish? Come on, fess up.
Flappers.
Who's sat there thinking, oh, feet. Oh.
Oh, I hate feet.
UK transparency. UK transparency is partial to a foot or two.
Oh, he'd love mine. I'll have to email him a picture.
Yeah, he definitely buy a couple of sweaty socks from you.
Listen, I don't want a picture now, live with you.
I mean, when he told me, I was thinking about setting up OnlyFans of just my feet and that, just for UK transparency.
Hey, I even thought about it myself, with him being a bit different, like, you know what I mean? I might get some cash.
Yeah, I'm kidding, man. Especially if you happen to have like 6 toes or something.
Oh, no, I ain't
probably
got
going to make a
6 toes.
fortune.
No,
I'm not saying
no,
you've
I've
got 6
5.
toes, not you personally.
No, I have got 5, but they are all linked together. They are linked together a bit like an amphibian.
UK, look at Biker's pictures. Take it piss out you with the socks.
Oh, God.
There
Like,
you
the
go.
more unique, what I mean is, what the point I was getting at is, the more unique the
You
foot,
know.
the more I imagine you're going to make, right?
Well, exactly. This is what I'm saying. I could be
I
a
don't have to be
millionaire and
6
not
foot
even know it.
fucking 12 toes on one foot, man. Like, that's going to sell.
You just advertise, you bastard. Oh God.
I'll just have to stick an extra one on, won't I? You know what I mean?
Well,
And then it'll look even better, wouldn't it? 6 toes all linked together with
That's
nice
just not,
webbing.
it's just not a good look, though, is it? That, let's be honest.
No, it
No,
isn't.
it's not. No, it's not.
Whatever you feel comfy in.
Anyone who's come in, honestly, guys, I really appreciate it. I'm sorry if you had to go early. It's not my fault. I didn't make this conversation up. I'm sorry. Please come back next time.
What do you mean? I might feel comfy with his underwear, but I don't go out in public with them on.
Oh, God, no. You're giving me visions now. You sat there in your under fucking crackers, aren't you?
Grandad Biker. Oh my God.
Sat there in his undercrackers, drinking his glass of wine.
His box of wine, Amanda.
Well, yeah.
I've given so much away there, haven't I, really?
Yeah, you have. By the way.
I can see him in his vest, in his
I'm not
undercrackers.
taking it off you. Thank
Hey, I
you.
could actually give him a double whammy. I have got webbing on my thumb and all.
Oh,
It's not advertising that, mate.
okay.
Bear Britain audits look at UK's transparency to me. You don't know you don't get arrested.
Where did David go?
Well,
Right.
UK Transparency has walked around with me while I've been wearing them. Actually,
Maybe he walked behind you.
You don't know you didn't get arrested. It baffles him.
told you, like, speak. He was asking me if he could have my pair.
Did he
I've
want
been
yours?
walking them all day. He was like, "Oh, they must be sweaty." He was like, "You want to sell them?" I was like, "Nah, mate. You can't be doing that. I'll have no shoes to go home in." He was like, "I'll give you a good price," and I was like, "Mate, honestly, any other time, if I had a spare pair, I said for you, UK, you know, I would have. But at that time, I had no other shoes on me, so I couldn't do it."
So he's
Sorry,
even trying to
UK,
rob your
mate.
shoes now.
It was just weird, you know, like when he was like, "Oh, you've worn them all day, ain't you?" And I went, "Yeah." So I want to sell them, and I was like, "You are? Do I want to sell them?" I don't understand either. Weird.
He is weird.
Make sure you don't go out.
Top tip for you: don't go auditing with UK Transparency.
You get arrested more.
They try to
Make
take
sure
your
you don't
shoes,
go out
mate.
on
I want to
push
sniff your shoes. By the end of the day, he's wanting to sniff your shoes.
Don't go out cycling with him, baby. That's all I'm saying.
He said you won't give him a donut. So pointless asking for your shoes.
Well, you know. Food's a different matter, mate, and you know, fat men like their food. That's my argument.
Oh, it's
Take
funny.
your
Isn't
wife to respond. Doesn't it? It must be his dial-up playing up again. He said he was first in chat.
It's just come to me that at the end of that conversation, he did say, "Please keep it between ourselves." So, if you would, guys, if you could just keep it between us, I really appreciate it. That bit's only just come to me. Sorry. Right, so please do keep it to yourselves. So, Clippers, even if you're tempted, please don't.
You think there's a niche in the
What
market
goes on in
for
Dino stays on in Dino. Yeah.
sliders?
He always says he's first and he's bloody not.
He probably worked first, but by the time his dial-up kicked in, right, and he sent his message, it'd have been 20th.
Have you read what he's put now?
No.
Read what he's put to me. I can't read. I'm laughing too much. Just read what he put.
Down street shouting, "My precious." What were that? With his donuts or his flip flops?
I think he's on about the donuts this time. It was more like if we're talking about the fucking sliders, it was the other way around. I did say no a few times. I'm not selling them. Got to the point where I had to fucking run home.
How do you run his sliders though? That's what I can't.
Funny enough, we've never been auditing together since.
Why did he get you arrested or something?
No, just I'm worried that he might want my footwear.
Anyway, if you did go out together again auditing, you'd die if you turned up in socks and sliders, wouldn't you?
I would actually.
You have to put your slippers on, your trainers or something, so we can't pinch them.
Can everybody just listen to Dino a minute? You think Smite's fucking muted.
You all right? Anyone who's come in, thanks for coming in.
He can't, he's laughing.
You're in a word I said. I'm just saying I've got the same problem as BBA, but not with UK transparency, but with David Scott. My fucking ass is well backed onto that wall, I tell you. Sorry, David. No. Okay, not even a pepper. Or a cucumber. That's totally right.
A pepper would sting your ass, wouldn't it?
Well, it would, but the shortage is of them. So he's got fucking. that was so funny, guy. I don't know how we went on, how we got onto that, but I'm just blaming BBA for all that. Sorry. he brought the slider thing into it, so.
No, it was me that brought sliders in.
Really?
Yeah, well, it was me. Yeah.
Really? Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's right. Well, there's nothing.
It's always biker.
A finger of thumb is just a finger of thumb. Paul, what do you mean?
It was
Just enough to make your eyeballs beat.
It was a finger of fudge, not a thumb.
Exactly. Finger of fudge is just good enough to give yourself a treat.
No, it's a finger of thumb is just enough to make your eyeballs meet.
Yeah, exactly. That's the one.
There you go, you care.
Paul told me that one.
David, see? You can make your eye water.
I can think of better things to be doing for the Thursday evening.
Anyway, if you're cooking your pepper or your chili thing and you rub your eyes, that can also make them leak.
Yeah, I've done that.
Have you done that before?
Yeah.
So what's it do if you put one up your ass? Does that make your ass leak?
I've no idea.
Makes your eyes cry. That's for sure.
What,
I wouldn't know. Just
David Scott's not here. We can't ask him. David Scott will be able to tell us that one, won't he?
Yeah, just because you're vegan don't mean to say you've got to insert vegetables, does it?
That's
James, you're right on that one. That's exactly what Rolf Harris said, and Gary Glitter as well, and Jimmy Savile. And many others, probably. Prince Andrew, even. Oh, shit. I mean, illegible now for that. Sorry, Prince Andrew, but you're a fucking perv. And you get away with it, don't you? You little royal bastard. Stick them. Okay, Paul. You've lost it.
Why should keep letting in water?
Fucking hell, fire.
I don't really know where this is going now, to be honest.
I'm lost.
Yeah, me too. It's all David Scott's fault. Oh, no. We got trouble here now.
Who's trouble?
Neil.
Oh.
Here's here it, lads.
Right, here we go.
Do I do it to you?
Oh, God, I'm going.
Right,
Good.
see you, Yvonne. Bye.
Bye. Nice to know you.
Bye.
Nice
See you in
to
a bit.
see you.
How you doing, UK?
Oh, I got a kick-off button on this one, Dina. Can I have a kick-off button?
Never.
Hiya, UK transparency. All right, love.
Oh, Amanda, you're right.
There you
Yeah.
go, mate.
Right, UK.
I'll give you the kick-off button. There you go, mate. She's gone. She's back.
I haven't got one. Yvonne, it wasn't, mate.
With what? It would definitely.
Who's Dino?
Biker.
But that were you
Why
okay
is
with
he-
that? Yvonne?
You're just as bad as UK. I don't know who's worse.
No, it was definitely okay. It kicked you off then.
No, it were.
It were.
No, it was Biker, Yvonne.
I was going to say, Amanda. Yvonne.
But if you could turn up and be asked, then you wouldn't get kicked off, would you?
I'll turn up when I want.
I think BBA's jumped off as.
He's gone because UK's come on, so he's pissed off.
No, he's gone because you pissed him off.
No, I didn't.
No, but I think you did, really.
I think I didn't.
Okay, then, Yvonne, yeah, right, whatever.
Ever since I've got
BBM, sorry about that.
Dino, everything's around YouTube.
You're very welcome back on, of course.
What did you say, UK?
I said, ever since I've got that Super Spanner Dino, everything's around YouTube.
She's taking the piss already.
I'm not. I'm asking what he said. Be nice and shut up, you.
Since the day she got made up to that position, right? He's never even turned up to anything. It's like, oh, cheers, right, I've got it now.
I've got a live outside YouTube, you know.
Yeah, but you've got commitments now, haven't you?
I've got commitments, yeah, but not on YouTube.
Right, so we may as well get rid of you. As,
We'll do it then.
Committed, and Bear's got commitments.
it's already done. What do you mean, do it then? Been done already. What you?
It weren't me, Yvonne. I don't know.
It weren't me either. It weren't me.
Well, I can't type in the chat anyway, so I wouldn't see what you've frigging done, would I?
We can't because you've been blocked from doing that, you see.
Who have I?
Yeah.
Anyway, Dina,
You need to get your act together, Yvonne, to be honest.
can we pinch Yvonne tomorrow night about 5:30, mate?
She might be busy.
What was that,
Right.
Chris? Sorry.
He says, can we pinch you about 5:30 tomorrow night?
Oh, you can't tomorrow. I'm busy.
He's busy.
She's busy tomorrow, guys.
Well, UK Transparency's got to be on then.
Oh, he'll be there.
I'll be there.
He's always there.
He's always there. He's
I'll
good.
tell you what. Create sound Bob on then if you want 5:30, no problem.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There you go.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Amanda. I can't make it. I feel really tight now.
No, she doesn't.
Can't.
The reason I've done tonight is all because of Yvonne, right? Because she can't make it tomorrow. So tomorrow night's out, guys. So I'm going to do Saturday instead. So I'm working it around Yvonne. And she comes on here like this, so disrespectful. Can't even be asked to turn up to a pre-live meeting. Can't even be asked to turn up. Normally she's first in the chat. Yes, I'm first and all that. Couldn't even be asked.
Get lost, Dino. It's not about you.
Me and Biker are going to be talking about this. And
Well, you talk about it, but I'm so sorry, Chris and Amanda. I won't be there for your premiere.
It's all right.
I'm so sorry.
Funny.
Sorry, Dino. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not asked about you.
Right.
Don't panic.
All right. Hardly anyone else is, so no
Oh,
surprise.
shut up.
No shock. Doesn't bother me anymore. Well, it does a bit, but anyway. Anyone who's come in, cheers, guys. Really appreciate it. Thanks for joining in with a great laugh with great people who always come on here, really. 95% of the time, it's a good laugh, a good chat, good people. You can't ask for more than that, to be honest with you. love your company every time. The odd time we might get the odd pillikin, but there you go. You never know what's going to happen on the live, of course. It's Tuesday. I do apologise for that. What happened with Bright, and you know, I don't like.
No,
Like that. But I don't. But I just think, hang on a minute. No, you're not disturbing. You know, you're not ruining what goes on in here. When there's so many lovely people, and it's not fair. You know what I mean? But sometimes I have to expect it, and then just going to have to be dealt with. You know, depending in what way who it is and all that. So, at the end of it, though, Bright, I must admit, you were all right. Yeah. I lost it all, I think.
But I could take my name off there, which he could get.
Well, I don't know.
What?
I'll just type in the chat. I'll just say good night a lot because she's going.
Good night, Lotte. No, you've wrote that there. Get it off.
Wrote what?
You've on the fire believer. Get it off.
How do you know that were me?
What frigging me was it?
It could have been Dino.
Yeah,
He's
but
too busy talking.
I don't even do that type of thing. There's only you does that type of thing, to be honest.
Dino don't know how to.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't.
No. Right.
Well, then you change your name then, mate.
Do you want to get rid of her, or shall I?
So you change your name.
Huh?
You change your name back.
I can't. I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know how to do it.
I don't.
Clever ass. I don't. Who did it? Well, obviously, you were it.
Oh, fuck no.
You know full well who did it, Yvonne.
I've just said who did it, and you said, "How do you know it was Biker?" Well, obviously, it's not you.
I just sit here and listen.
It's all right.
I'll shut up anyway.
I'll get blamed. And I'm sat up the side of the room.
No, shut up, man.
Yeah, do you just shut up, Chris?
Yeah,
Night,
stop
Shirley.
moaning.
Thanks for coming in.
Hi, Lottie. Sleep well, love.
Good night, Charlotte.
Okay.
Hey, how come you haven't got your profile picture up on there, Yvonne? What's happening with yours?
Oh, I can't do it. Don't ask Amanda. I try and then I put myself on camera. Just don't.
We could actually put a few pictures up, but we'll not do that. Shall we, like it?
That's what I was trying to do last time. Put a profile picture and stuck my camera on.
Yeah, but you failed, didn't you? So shall we have a look at that picture?
No.
That line where Yvonne accidentally came on screen trying to have a go at someone but failed. So let's have a look at that night, at that moment where Yvonne really fucked up.
You dare.
It's coming up any second, guys. Just wait for it.
No, I said I wouldn't do that to her. I did.
Not even a quick flash. Not even just.
No! He's not as evil as you. He dares, and that's it.
Do you know what? I can do it. Okay.
Big fuck.
Yeah, I can.
You don't know how to.
Yes, I do.
She can't do it on the phone.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Sat there like that with a fucking stupid fucking chemical cig in her hand going. Thinking she's not on screen, like.
Be careful, Dino. She might.
I don't know how to do it.
You finished now? Not bad.
Oh, still plenty left.
It's lighting up every time you do that, Dean. What are you doing to it?
Sucking it.
I hope David's not fucking listening.
David's watching you. Told you.
Hi, David.
See, look, he puts his proper gay voice on for him and everything, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Just wait till he starts flapping his hands around.
I only do that when David's around.
Yeah, but you were doing it quite a lot earlier and left him backstage forever and a day.
I know.
It's like, yeah.
I know.
He was doing that, and he went, "Yeah, I got you, David." And I never put him on. He was sat there for ages.
How's it
No,
go, Matt?
not say it.
Oh, don't you get excited when David's coming on?
Yeah.
Right.
It's
Just give
great.
me half a second. There you go. What's that to Yvonne? What's that?
You've got to get.
Me? I
Don't
don't
you
touch
fucking
anyone.
blame me for that one. I've just
It
put it back
wasn't
on.
me.
I didn't take it off, it was you.
Oh, is he pissing around again?
No, Yvonne, don't take him on. You see my hands, I don't touch anything, look.
He did.
Yeah, he did, because he heard Biker.
Pardon?
Fuck off.
There you go. There you go, he can't take you off now. He has, little bastard.
Ha! Told you Biker's my friend.
I bet people are wondering what's going on here. What's going on here?
No, there's no you backwards.
Few technical errors.
Guilty of Billy.
So I'm taking Yvonne off. Biker's bringing her back on. See, Biker's got the same buttons as me, almost.
Well, I think they know that now. Fucking not rocket science, is it?
Well, to you it might be, Yvonne, but no, not to us. No, it's already been planned, you see.
That's it.
Wait, fucking hell, cheers, Biker.
Nobody told me. Nobody told me.
I'll just fucking get rid of you both. It's as simple as that.
Go on then, mate.
No,
See you later, bye.
Crack on.
Yeah, bye, Yvonne. So that was Yvonne. Who else has gone? Biker's gone as well. Oh, God, they're pissing me about now. This is all Biker's doing, if you're wondering, guys. Nothing to do with me.
Take me off. Biker goes off. We're mates. You can do one.
Yeah.
Right. Bye.
Right, speaking of going off, I'm going to cut them off. Where's he gone now, dickhead?
I'm dicking about again.
He is. It's moving. Oh, you knobhead. I'm going.
Just leave him off. Just leave him off and say a good night.
He's took himself off.
That's what I said. Leave him there.
I don't think he can put himself. No, he does.
Oh, shit. Hiya.
Right, I'm going. Right, I'm tired. So
Half hour, Biker.
No, not tonight, love. I'm going to say good night, everybody in the chat and everybody that's in the panel. Good night again tonight, and we'll catch you on Saturday. I think that's when the next one is. Is that right, Dino?
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah. Right, so be good.
Good night, Biker. Sleep well.
Night, Biker. Take care.
Have a good night.
Yeah.
You ain't finished saying goodbye yet.
I have.
Can't wait to get rid of him, can you?
Don't you know I would, Biker?
When you sleep well.
Swat in the chat. Signing out. I'm going. Take care. Be good. Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you later, mate. Oh, shit. Right. No, cheers, mate. Thanks for everything. As always. Swat in the chat. Why have you... What? I haven't done that. He's pissing about. Go away. Don't
He's getting his own back on you.
I'm going. Oh, fuck off.
We can see you pausing now, do you know?
Biker will scare everyone away. Don't do that.
What? You're making people feel confused.
You're confused.
I'm not surprised, Yvonne. Yvonne.
What's that mean?
Don't let it die, guys. Anyone wants to bring something up, please bring it up. Anything you would like to do or say. Good night, Biker. Cheers, mate. Thanks for everything.
Night, Biker.
Just remember, Connie's not the boss, I am. Nice one. See what I mean? They piss me off.
Used to bring me roses, but now I've got daffodils.
Yeah, well, they're all coming out now, aren't they, daffodils, you know? Spring is...
Oh, no, dogs have dug them out.
Have they?
Yeah. Yeah, we've got bulbs everywhere, mate. They'll be springing up all up, place. I'm telling you. I tell you something, if you leave in our backyard, we go think it's a graveyard.
Right, there's a really bad background sound.
It's a buzz.
I think it may be UK transparency's
I'm
final
not
computer.
Yeah, he's muted himself, so yeah, I think it is. Anyway, no worries.
Oh, what about that lady that was found as well? Bullet that was found. Thrown in the bloody... No, that lady that was found. Yeah. Found in the river.
Yeah.
I think someone's actually thrown her there, to be fair.
I believe that myself.
Apparently, they've kind of proved that it's excuse me.
No, it is her.
They've got the dental records of it.
It is her, but I believe that she's been. Yeah, I believe that she's been thrown in the river. I really do not think if her body was there for all that time, it wouldn't have been found. That's my opinion.
Yeah, well,
I think it would have been found straight away.
Husband was seen walking down there day before they found body at 10 o'clock at night.
That's what I'm saying. So it's got to have been done early hours in the morning. It's just got to have been.
What, in the dark? With no cordon lines?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, very professional policing. Brilliant. Makes you wonder what's really going on, really. My instincts are telling me that it's somebody who might be important who's done it, and it's being covered up. Just like Wayne Cousins, just like Jimmy Savile, all these people who know about these people, like, who could be untouchable to a certain degree. But all of that just seemed a bit weird to me. There were no policing going on.
No, the police got told to go, didn't they?
Who by?
The police wasn't patrolling it. It was called off a couple of days before that. The police wasn't patrolling at night time.
But a murder, suspected murder, missing person, whatever, is a police job, right?
No, they weren't.
First and foremost, it's a police job.
Well, technically speaking, and when she's highly vulnerable.
Yeah.
So you get them all.
Menopause, and
I think that was put out there. I think that was put out there as smokes and mirrors. I do.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's not right.
Why would the police call the search off? Why would they not be there?
Why would an ex-Scotland Yard, the commissioner, come out with what he came out with about Lancashire police being incompetent and not even doing the basics for a murder case? You can't even be asked, put some tape around the area where.
Well, exactly.
Happened. I mean,
well, it was a crime scene, weren't it? Obviously this phone were found before we knew that she were obviously murdered, or, well, not murdered, but dead, deceased. You know, at the end of the day, surely shouldn't they gather any evidence beforehand of last?
Yeah, the bench should have been taken as well, or examined, but that wasn't, was it? It was just.
Yeah, it's strange.
It
It's
feels
all
dodgy.
weird.
Sounds dodgy.
Don't add up. Don't smell right.
There's too many things nowadays.
Yeah.
There's lots of things coming off behind the scenes that we don't know about, and it's all being hidden by minor bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, thing is, how many other people have gone missing? Children,
Yeah.
other people, and it's not been forefront of the news. But this specific case was. Don't get it. Let's have it right, Nix. Good evening.
Hi, Nix.
You know, I know it's a sensitive subject, you know, and
I feel sorry for children because it's just not fair on them. Really not fair on them at all.
Does anyone? I mean, has anyone got an opinion on, because you know, in these cases, a lot of the time when it comes to murder and things like that, it normally gets found out, like, I wouldn't say soon after, but eventually it happens to be someone who's very close to them, or family member or friend or whatever.
Yeah.
So she were married, weren't she?
No, I don't think they were married. She had a partner of
And she had
12,
2
13
children.
years, but they weren't actually married as such.
Right. So I don't know much about any story about that fella, whatever, or anything like that. Weird behaviour by the police. Very weird.
Well,
He's too dodgy in my eyes.
his business, before it went into liquidation on the 7th of February 2023, was registered at that caravan park.
Ah.
Bear in mind, she went missing, was it like end of January-ish?
Yeah, 28th of January she went missing.
But on the 7th of February, there was a court thing saying about his company going into liquidation.
Oh. I wonder if he had some kind of life insurance.
Yeah.
We said that and all. It's funny, isn't it?
It's very funny. I wonder if he had going off the way the police behaves as well, because that it can seem a separate thing to what I'm insinuating at. But I wonder if he's a friend of someone in the force, or I'm just speculating now, to be honest with you. But do we know that? I mean, who knows?
Excuse me.
That was my thoughts as well,
been
Nix.
very close to her. That's my guess. It'll be someone who's been very.
I would say so. Because the areas that she was found, or there's no CCTV around there, is there? Whereas
And it's
some
right
of the
next to the road.
Yeah. But
Right
some
next
of
to the
the
road.
area, you know, it does have cameras, so obviously picked her up at certain points.
Yeah.
Wasn't it upriver to where a Fountain dog was found?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Apparently.
like, it would be an impossibility for her to have fell inland, isn't it?
Well, I reckon so, because it was quite shallow in that area. But the other thing is, they said the dog was running from the bench to the stile and back.
I was about to say that.
Oh, sorry.
No, I agree with what you're saying.
No, go on, man.
Yeah, it's just a bit weird. Because if she'd been in that water, then I would have said the dog would have followed.
Definitely.
Because the dog's been in water anyway. It was a Springer Spaniel. They like water. They're a water dog. They're a gun dog anyway.
Anyway, whether it be water or whatever, a dog would know when their owner, for want of a better word, I don't like that word, but you know, their owner, they would always be loyal to that. So no matter what the situation, that loyal creature, which dogs are, as we know, amazingly, would always follow that person who they love and who they know they're getting loved back with and things like that. Dogs, they keep not loving, but yeah. So that you're right, Amanda. Yeah, on that, very dodgy. I don't know. someone who's close, I reckon. Very
I've got
close.
my ideas.
Me too.
Don't sit well with me either, Nix, to be fair. I've been racking my brain, looking at things,
Absolutely.
listening to the reports and things, you know, from not news sort of thing. There's a few on YouTube where, like, there's behaviourists and dog behaviourists and, you know, somebody who's been going through all the information that they've been putting it out there, and obviously certain things, sightings, you know, and gloves found and, you know, and various things. So I've been looking at all that and it just all doesn't seem to add up, and I don't understand why the police put there, okay, yes, say she was vulnerable or high risk or whatever, but they didn't need to tell them all about the rest of them, you know, with the alcohol and struggling with the menopause. Yes, I believe
Weren't there a thing about?
She was even on a call. She was even on a Zoom
Yeah,
call,
I'd love to see what.
and that was still left on.
She's made arrangements for kids
Yeah.
to play.
Has anyone seen any report from, you know, because of all that alcohol thing and things like that? Has there been an official report that's come out from the welfare authorities? Anyone who's been dealing with her for them problems? Has there been a report come out from them people?
Not that I've seen, but apparently the police did attend. I don't know, probably in January at some point for an incident. They didn't say what incident, and I believe somebody else went with the police. So whether that was, I don't know, some support or
It's a welfare call, wasn't it?
yes, but why? Who rung that welfare call? I don't know.
Mm.
And then it come out about the menopause.
Yeah. So all we're getting is newspaper reports, etc., and things like that. So it's all left up to our own observations and intuition. Extremely important, that is. And this is why people say, hang on, there's something not right there, there's something dodgy going on there and things like that. Why should people sell like that? It's because that's what they feel because of what they've seen and heard.
Yeah.
And that's natural, you know what I mean? A lot of people go, oh, yeah, okay then. Fair enough. But we're talking about it differently now. So it just proves that
But it doesn't all tie up though, does it? If you know what I mean, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. It
doesn't sit right.
All.
And I don't think we'll hear much more maybe until the
June when they do
the one case that bothers me more than anything going back really is the Madeleine McCann case. That is one case where you get the feeling now. I mean, how long's it been? But
about 10 years.
It's never going to be solved.
It's longer than 10 years, isn't it?
I don't know. It's about 10 years, isn't it? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'd say.
Again, I get you.
She was a 4-year-old anyway. In fact, recently, there's a girl come out on some social media platform claiming that she is actually Madeleine McCann.
Yeah, I've seen that.
As well. So now, like before, it's not the first time. A lot of people are going to come out claiming that's who I am and that's me and all that. You're going to get all that. But what I'm saying is the fact that happened, she's gone missing. They found all this evidence. The Portuguese police have got maybe more than one theory on it. They think differently to all the other investigations. They're used to their own country and things like that. They know these places. Every theory I've heard, what they've come out with, has never added up. As far as I'm concerned.
Why would you leave a child in the room by themselves anyway?
The interviews that you could look back at and watch with either them separately or together on an interview, just watch them, read the body language and everything. You can just tell there's something not right there, as in they're involved, not unaware, like, oh shit, what, oh God, like, I don't get that feeling from them. There's something going on. The friends who were there, they were all, not all of them, but they were, well, all good friends. A couple of them were doctors as well and things like that.
But
I
thing
don't
is,
know.
though, where I don't get is if that were just any Joe Blogs who'd gone over to Spain or wherever and left the kids there and went for a meal, there'd be all hell to pay.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
But
and
because they were doctors, that were all right.
well, they made out there were one thing what bothered me, and it was the fact that one of them, or they both said actually, and they were all backed up with it by the friends, saying, "Luke, we've done it at home, right? So we've got a garden. We'll have friends round. We'll have our meal there. We'll leave the kids in the back garden. They're no more than 10, 20 meters away, which is what we did on holiday. So we
No,
did
it's
the
totally
same thing
different.
here as what we did at home."
Wow.
That's what they said.
Yeah.
And it went right. So when these guys came in and went, right, we'll measure the distances compared to what you're talking, it was like, hang on a minute, what are you talking about? Nothing like what it is when you're at home. So why are you saying this? That's an excuse. You don't leave a 4-year-old and 2 other kids on their own and go out for a meal with your friends, according to them, just a few meters away or whatever, when it was a lot further. And as well, those people actually, God knows how much money they've got, but they actually got to hire, oh God, I forgot his name, a major speaker, a guy who doesn't need a script, he can just come out and speak for people. And they got someone to speak, a prominent person. What was his name? Please, somebody tell me. They got a speaker, a prominent person, well known for it. What's his bloody name? Why would they do that? And also, they have connections with certain other people who are, shall we say, higher up in society as well.
Jesus, Madeleine McCann's 20 years ago. You're having a laugh, aren't you?
Do you know
No,
what?
she is.
Jesus Christ.
Time flies. That's it.
Well, it does, but I thought it was like, oh, yeah, I know, he said it was longer than that.
Something like that. And this girl who claims she was Madeleine McCann on our Instagram.
I've seen it on the news today.
Have you seen it? Try and have a look at that. And, you know, why would that happen all of a sudden? Oh, I'm Madeleine McCann. Gets people talking.
I'll tell you what, if it is true, and it's proven to be true, there's going to be a lot of questions asked.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, my feelings are that she's not here, and I think from that time as well, for some reason, there was blood found on that property.
I do agree with you.
There was a theory that because the GPs and everything, they had certain medical stuff on them. Apparently, another speculation is that Madeleine was a tough child, had to handle one of them type of children. But hey, if you're a parent, you've got 2 other children as well, cope with it because you're the ones who created that situation.
Exactly.
You don't leave them on your own, though, do you?
No.
No, but some people are evil and they'll do whatever they want.
No, if I couldn't take my kids with me, we weren't going.
That's exactly what we say. I still won't do it now.
Well,
Kids
I don't
can't
know.
come to happen.
But that's just another case where you can just tell there's something not.
It's not right.
A lot of things do not add up at all. And then when you get to know that and it's been made public, and you get to know that these people are involved with people who are high up, and they actually get people, world-renowned people, speakers who talk for them and things like that. That seems a bit odd to me. Like, why would they need all that extra support to explain to the public or the world such a massive case as to what happened? No answers, just talk. Just taught them. This guy was actually making excuses up, like being on their side, if you like, as if they were panicking. Have we got to this point now where we're getting sussed out or whatever it may be? So we've got to get these guys in. Well, who decided to tell them, Luke, what you need to do now is get this guy in, or else, you know, the more you talk at these interviews, it's like maybe you're giving too much away. Get someone else to do it for you. More convincing. Madness.
The only person that's going to know the truth is the mum, like Nick said.
Look at all these murder kits. Look at every other similar case to that. How come these people have got a world-renowned speaker to speak for them, who've got connections with royalty as well? Not them, but the speaker.
Why is everyone just muted? Everyone's gone. Left me.
Oh no, I'm still here.
All right. I thought Dino muted and you were muted. I thought, oh my God, UK is muted.
Yeah, I do agree with you, Nix. When they were interviewed, the body language weren't right. They were, I don't know, they just didn't seem any emotion.
Remorse.
Yeah, remorse, emotion.
Yeah.
All this money that were chucked at that. Bearing in mind they're both doctors on decent money anyway. And all this money that were raised, it were crazy amounts of money. You know. Oh, it was 16 years ago. Well, still a long time, innit? It just doesn't seem that long.
And the way they was when she went missing, it just didn't seem right. The way they was, I don't know, I can't explain it. It just wasn't true. The mum knows, definitely mum knows what's happened to her.
But nobody in the right mind, even in a foreign country, won't leave your kids.
You wouldn't leave your kids anywhere, would you? Never mind, bloody, like you just said, somewhere that you don't even know.
No. Not at all.
If your kids can't go, you don't go, do you?
Well, this is it, isn't it? Unless, obviously, you know, you've got somebody like a family member or something to watch them or whatever, for whatever reason.
Yeah, that's different.
You know.
You go away and they watch them, but not leave them by themselves. They're only young, bless them.
Oh, no. Well, exactly. I mean, my youngest was very much a handful. I mean, we've got 3. My eldest, 26, middle's 25. And, you know, it were hard work, but you just do it, don't you?
Yeah, well, I've got 4, 22, 20, 11, 4, 5. And they are hard work, aren't they? But you've just got to get on with it.
That's it.
They're only hard work because you are, Yvonne. They're just
Oh,
rebelling.
get
like
what? I knew you were going to come out and say that.
What? It's true.
Oh, you're on about Ben Egan.
When I've spoke to Yvonne in private, Amanda, sometimes trying to get her on, you know, trying to do a job proper, but she don't turn up. She don't even turn up. I always hear, you know, Yvonne's girls in the background. Hiya, Dino, and all that. How you doing, girls? All right, Dino. My mum's just being a bit of a dragon at the minute. So hence, that's why you see them pictures popping up from time to time when Biker puts pictures of dragons up and things like that. It's always pointing at Yvonne because she's a dragon. Aren't you, Yvonne?
Yeah.
There you go.
Can be.
Proper dragon.
Most women are dragons. I take my flamethrower everywhere I go.
Think of a chat, I don't burn your ass.
Look, guys, anyone who's coming, really appreciate it. Nick's, I know you come in. Burnley Boyles as well. Bernie Potter, how you doing? I think that's a new name. If you've been in before, please forgive me, guys.
I think
really appreciate it.
They have been in before, I think.
Okay, I'm sorry.
See, you're hopeless, you.
I know at that, yeah. I do my best, though. I bet there's not many other channelers who run through the chat and try and say hello to everyone as much as possible, like I do. Well, maybe there is, but anyway.
I think you're on about Ben Needham, aren't you, Nix? That other little lad that went missing in Greece. I think it was Ben Needham, weren't it?
Oh, I don't know anything about that.
That was years ago. Years and years
I don't
ago.
remember that one.
Sure, it was Ben Needham. Yeah, that's him.
A long time ago.
A long, long time ago.
Right, didn't get the publicity next. Okay, fair play, but some people know about it. How did they know about it? So maybe it wasn't in the public as much as it should have been. You know, I mean, when you look at these cases, like, and you can go back, you know, the ones what have bugged me the most are Madeleine McCann, and even though we found out the murderers of Jamie Bulger, it still bothers me that, because believe it or not, and I can't mention much, but someone's been in touch with me since I did the Red Bank detention centre, which ain't fair from me. So I got in there, went around, all abandoned, and it's where John Venables were, and things like that. So as time's gone on, and they're grown men now, but John Venables is still in trouble. I think he's still behind bars for some paedophilia of crimes and child pornography and stuff like that. Thinking back then, they were kids, but he were younger, and he had a perversion then. But Robert Thompson, the other guy, right? I can't really say much. It's very important.
He's in Australia.
Pardon?
I think the Robert Geese is in Australia, isn't he?
No.
Is he not? Okay. Well, I know John Venables was actually ended up, before he got done this time around, he was in Matlock for some time.
He's in prison now.
Well, he is now, but prior to that, he wasn't.
Yeah. I think he had moved around a bit, Amanda, yeah.
Yeah. I think he was on some supervision and what have you, but...
no, I'm dying to say what I know, but it'd be really risky.
Yeah. Well,
but yeah.
I know what you mean.
So we know about Venables and that, you know, but Thompson, and of course their identities and all that changed, names, everything.
Yeah.
I did get sent a lot of stuff after I did that video and things like that, and that includes pictures and everything. That's all I can say. But I will just say one more thing: is that guy is not in Ireland. He's not anywhere else other than not far from where I am. And I know what he looks like now. All right, I'm not making it up. I'm not fantasizing.
No, I can well imagine.
I'm just saying it's frustrating because that and Madeleine McCann, you know, even though we don't know the real story behind Madeleine, we do with them to a certain degree. I've even got a report from an interview from the psychologist who interviewed Robert Thompson, not Venables, but Venables were mentioned in that interview by Robert Thompson. It's very interesting. So I'll just say that, and I've got it, and I'm not just making it up. I wouldn't do that. It's a serious thing, you know. I wouldn't put myself in that position. But I've got what I need if anyone wants to come back at me. But I still have to be careful about what I know.
Definitely.
I can tell you some shit, mate, but I'll have to tell it you in private, mate. I can't tell it you.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah.
Oh yeah, someone else will mention in the chat. Hang on. Oh yeah, James Patrick, that woman up north that kidnapped her own daughter along with her man and uncle. I think it was shocking. Was that Potts? Was it Potts? They had loads of kids, didn't they?
You were on Jeremy Kyle.
Yeah, they were on Jeremy Kyle. Was it Potts?
Oh yeah, from Derbyshire.
I don't know.
Yeah, they were in Derby.
Yeah, they had about
Derby.
13 kids or something.
Yeah, and weren't they wanting a bigger house as well? Is that the one?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
And they burnt it all down
yeah.
and all that, and he appeared in front of cameras like, "Oh my god," and all that, like
Yeah.
some of complete pervert. Andy's missus, I think, and just a bit
She's
like,
that now, isn't she?
is she?
Yes. She didn't go as long, did she? And I do know I have some relatives on that area, and they wanted to move her into that area and change her name. And there was a big petition to stop her going there because she wouldn't be able to last there. Let's put it that way.
Did the house get knocked? Do you know, like the Rosemary West and Fred West house and the patio and all that, Yvonne? Under the patio. And they've actually knocked it down and made it into a walkthrough.
Oh, I think we're getting a bit confused here. Maybe I am. Somebody said in the chats, Potts killed his own kids, not Kerry Matthews. Yeah, it was the Kerry Matthews one, sorry, that I'm talking about.
Oh, Shannon.
Yes, Shannon, sorry.
The girl right from Dewsbury, West Yorkshire, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
Gosh.
Sorry, my fault.
No, but that came after the Madeleine McCann thing.
Yes.
And a lot of people said she took that basis and tried it herself in that way,
Paul says, does anyone remember the Susan Capper one that was in Manchester 1992?
I can't recall.
We just had one up near, not far away from us. It's killed the whole family, mate.
Yeah, there's one not far away from us. It's been out there. Yeah. Killed his partner. She was pregnant with his child. Killed two of her kids and a school friend.
And raped the school
friend. Raped the school friend.
Absolutely true. The ones that annoy me the most are the ones like what we've been talking about were like these, and it's like through the air, and it's like there's something not right and things like that. Madeleine McCann, the late Nicola Bully and things like that, and many others. What we don't get to hear about. So why are they highlighting these in the media? Don't know. Bit weird. Maybe a lot of it's hidden in plain sight.
There was one years ago in Bury who got took into the toilets and a boob cut off.
Jesus.
And it was my grandma's friend, to be fair. She come back from bingo in Bury Town Centre and then got took into the toilets and had one of her boobs cut off, yeah.
I mean, who would think to chop somebody's boob off?
That's what I mean. You'd think you're safe just going to bingo, going to the toilet in Bury in the bus station, wouldn't you? You wouldn't think anything of it.
Shocking.
Some sickos about, man.
Absolutely. I mean, we could go back. How many things could we talk about here? I mean, another sick one for me. I mean, going back to my childhood was the Yorkshire Ripper as well. Yeah. That was shocking because I remember my mum at that time. It was all over the news when we had 3 stations on TV, not fucking 330 stations.
1, 2, and 3, yeah.
1, 2, and 3, Chris. That were it, mate. And then we got Channel 4 earlier. But anyway, it came on. I remember my mum going, and of course, many women, you only had 3 channels, didn't have much choice. So you either watch this, that, or the other, and it were mostly this. So most people watch this rather than that and the other. And my mum were like, what if he comes round here? Because it's only Yorkshire, it's only over the Pennines here, it's not that. And he did travel, he was a truck driver and all that. And every woman, especially in the northwest here, was extremely scared that he might turn up on their doorstep. if the mainstream media had to put things across that way, yeah, put it across, but not in the way they did it to put that fear in people, maybe my mum wouldn't have gone or felt that scared, you know. That's tactic, but yeah. Anyway, he eventually got caught out, didn't he? And I think is he dead now? I think
Yes.
he's dead. But I heard an interview with him, with the news narrator or whatever. It was a short interview, or they cut it short anyway, and for this clip. And he was like a little baby with, and all this and all that, and crying. And by then, someone had gorged one of his eyes out or something like that, you know, in prison. God, imagine what he must have gone through. Fucking justifiably so, I reckon. Serves him right.
Hopefully a lot.
Do you remember do you remember Billy Hughes? Do you remember him?
No.
Pottery Cottage murders,
Name rings a bell. Just can't remember the story.
1977.
No.
He escaped custody whilst being transferred from prison to court to face charges of rape and GBH.
No, I can't. Amanda, I can't remember that.
Can you know?
No. I mean, but yeah, I mean, so many, you know. But the ones that bother me the most are them, you know, like Nicola Bully and Madeleine McCann especially that for me. The amount of interviews, TV, mainstream, all them interviews and things like that, and then getting people on board for them and things like that. And now it's dying out, I suppose.
Yeah, it'll go quiet now.
Well, no, we've just had this woman come forward, haven't we? This girl come forward, lady.
Yeah.
Suggesting that she's like,
and it's happened before with other people. I'm Spartacus. No, I'm Spartacus. That type of thing. I'm Elvis Presley. I'm still alive. All that. You've had all that. Good coverage. Maybe a distraction as well. You know, clever people behind the ones in charge. I'll put it that way. But yeah, it's just a crying shame, you know, a 4-year-old and you know, many similar situations. Them cases are solved like that because it doesn't take much working out. And when you hear their stories compared to what the Portuguese police have said about it, they must be thinking, what the fuck are you talking about? Like to us, like it would be to you in your country, it's very simple, look. And what they're saying, it's not right, so let's investigate more. But they've been kind of left alone and been allowed to do TV interviews to try and convince people. I don't know, maybe they did it, is what I'm trying to say. I don't know, maybe is all I'm saying.
I think they know more than what's been said, and
of course,
holding so many cards, you know, that we don't know. It's weird.
Yeah. Amazing how they can solve similar cases overnight, so to speak. But yeah, with certain types of people, you know, even going back to the Jack the Ripper thing, you know, it's still a theory today. It was somebody high up and maybe even royalty, etc. You know, someone who knew what they were doing, a top class surgeon, etc. You know, all those kind of people who are high up normally get protected more than.
It's the ones they want us to know about, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you know, Prince Andrew. You know, it's even obvious to us. You know, I mean, we don't know the details of full truth, but it's like even that interview with that lady who interviewed him, he fucked up that many times in that interview. But yeah, you know, he doesn't care what happens to him. He's always been a maverick in the royal family. He's just basically got away with it. How old is he now? He's got away with it all.
Oh, money talks, doesn't it?
The higher up they are, the more they get away with it. Wayne Cousins, etc., chief inspectors, paedophile rings, police, you name it. Eventually, some of them might get caught out, but by that time, you know, they can either pay their way out of it, or you know, they've not got much left anyway, so they're not really fucking ass. Plus, if they do get convicted of anything, and no matter where they end up, they'll get top privileges anyway. I don't know, honestly. But yeah, that one does disturb me, Madeline. And can I just say, there's a channel out there, Sonia Poulton, Poulton, Sonia. She's an ex-BBC newscaster, stroke reporter, and she saw right through that company, came out of it, probably got ridiculed and persecuted and all that because of what she's got a gob on her basically, and she's got a YouTube channel. Check her out because she's Madeleine McCann crazy. She's like that subject for her is major. So she's ex-BBC. Some of you might recognise her, but she's very passionate and she wants to get to the bottom of it. One of them, and she can't do enough about it. Really passionate, you know, must work very hard for what she does. She's actually on a channel called Brand New Tube. As well, and she actually called her one of her lives Friday Night Live as well. She mentions Madeleine McCann a lot, very passionate about that subject. But please check Sonia Poulton out. She is an ex-professional reporter, that still is, but now she's on YouTube trying to get a message out as well. So she's got a lot of stuff on that subject, and she's very interesting and worth listening to, very much so. Yeah, it's a shame, really. I don't think in my lifetime we'll ever get the answer to that case, but it just makes you wonder why not? You know, you can't solve every case, but why bring something? Why highlight something like that so much? And yet it's not been solved. And the cases you don't hear about, the quiet ones, you know, they always get, not always, but a lot of them get solved, you know, within a short space of time or eventually, but not. Someone said 20 years from Madeline, you know. I'm gone.
It's crazy.
It is, it doesn't seem.
Something's going on. But yeah, what a shame, you know, a four-year-old little girl and on holiday, and they're saying, yeah, it's just like it were at home. We just left them in the bedroom, you know, we've gone out for a meal. It's all like we did at home when we were having a barbecue and they were in the back of the other end of the garden, just 10 metres away. No, it weren't 10 metres away. It was about 150 metres away, something like that. So why would they say that when people have investigated knowing it was nothing like what they said?
Never ate.
Anyway.
It's all right.
What are you talking about?
Your mate and she's getting drowned.
No.
Horrible feeling. You know, because I've had 3
So
daughters. Imagine that feeling, but I never saw any from their interviews and things like that. All you ever saw, I mean, all she ever did, what I saw was like, and he was just like, like, who the fuck do you think you are? Both GPs. Cocky bastard. And as if he didn't give a fuck. That's the way he come across to me. If that were my daughter, I wouldn't be able to do an interview. No,
exactly.
what are you asking me? What? No. I'll do a private one, but not in front of fucking the
Millions of
world.
people, you know what I mean?
Who am I trying to convince?
Connie
Exactly.
Thunder's going tonight, Connie.
Connie, thanks for coming in.
Night, Connie. Take care. Sleep well.
Great stuff, Connie. See you on Saturday, if you fancy it. Or tomorrow, maybe. You never know, do you? No, I can't do 3 in a row. You tire me out too much. You lot.
Hey, Dino, is that your chat-up line if you fancy it?
What? I said no. What?
That's what you said to
I've
Connie.
said a
If you
chat-up
fancy
line. I don't even realise I've said it. What
it.
have I
Yeah, if
said?
you fancy it, Connie. Just give the a case. Look, good night.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Connie, if you fancy it on Saturday, that's my right arm. Alex Cullen, how you doing? Good vibes. Anyone who's coming, really appreciate it. Okay, we don't get many in, but what we have in here is quality and not quantity. That's a fact.
Can't we have a bit of both?
Not with Dino, no, Amanda.
You can have the quality.
You fucking can. Oops.
Hey, watch this.
What are we watching? Are you doing a magic trick again?
Yeah, he's
Sorry.
took me off again. He's been a div.
He brings you back on quick though, doesn't he?
Not very quick, is it, Amanda? There you
No.
go. Quick enough.
Just stop being a dick, will you now?
Yeah.
He's loving it.
What
Now
are you going
we're
to do
talking.
now? There you go.
It's only Paul what ends up suffering.
Yvonne, I'm sorry.
Why don't you start? Where's UK? Oh, is it him that said it?
Say what?
Did
Poor
UK
Paul,
just say it?
he's only just been let out from underneath the patio.
Carry on, you'll be under there. That's where UK's going next, underneath the patio.
Keep this live update out evidence.
Can you remember that Dino underneath the trapdoor?
I got it.
Can you
Do you
remember?
remember Brookside? Remember
Yeah.
Brookside when she put him under the patio? That's where he's going, UK, he carries on.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was funny, weren't it?
Never used to watch that. Brookside.
What, Dino?
No, I never watched it. Was that in the late 80s, that time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I missed it, because I weren't here. I weren't born then.
Yeah, you were.
No, I wasn't watching TV right back then. That was it.
We've talked about the 1980s,
Yeah,
Dino,
maybe
not the
87s.
1880s.
Television. How dare you? How dare you? How rude.
He's rude now.
Yeah, good night, Connie. Thank you for yourself. Someone's still got feedback on that. Yeah, Alex. What is wrong? Right.
Totally
Yeah,
agree with that.
I thought that from minute one, really.
I did.
Weird, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Funny how things have changed since that point as well. Do you not agree?
Very much so.
With some kind of stuff that went non-British. Like,
Yes. Definitely.
what is wrong? Right, there's something stopping from
Not so.
Okay, someone's got feedback.
Is it me?
No, it's UK, I think.
And I'm being
UK.
stopped from. It's not. Something going wrong with my buttons here.
It's because you've been pressing them too much.
Yeah, yeah, you keep throwing me off. You're pressing your buttons too much.
No. Yeah, it's UK. Yeah, it's UK. Sorry about that. No, it's same in the comments. I click on a comment and it just won't show up. Like
You press
that.
the right button.
Yes, Yvonne.
It's all right. Man can't actually being kicked off, yeah.
Get no time, me. I do.
Oh, they'll be working on it.
James, thanks for becoming
James Patrick's a member.
pointless member.
Don't say that.
I mean, there's no point being a member. I don't mean you're pointless, James, because you're not.
Listen,
You're very blunt.
you know, that badge means a lot.
Yeah, I know.
Listen, we didn't do it to be a member of channel. No, solve that. We just want a badge.
That's all I did it for badge. It's better, isn't it?
Yeah. And you get to be a different colour.
Yeah, that's why I did it.
Oh, God.
You see, James wants to be a different colour now. He wants to be part of green crew. Is it green or blue?
It will be blue because he's a mod. No, it'll be blue because he's a mod.
Oh, aye.
They'll just have a logo next to him.
I think James was a member before, but James changed his chat, so things changed on here, so I had to remod him, and he probably just now had to do that because I'm sure he was a member before James. But anyway,
He was, but he got a strike on his channel, didn't he? So he told us the other night.
So he's just rejoined. That's all. Thanks, James. 99 pence a month, mate. Bring it in. I get fucking 60 pence every month.
To buy you a cucumber.
Thank you very much. Don't even buy me a fucking Mars bar, mate.
No, but you can get a cucumber. I should get one while you can get one while they're not rationed.
Exactly. How much will it cost me to go to Spain,
James? I don't know. It depends on if you're going on a cucumber or not.
Well, I've just forgot that.
I'll tell you something. If I sat on a cucumber, I'd soon be in Spain.
They don't go there anymore, do they? They're in shortages.
Oh, so you go over there and you're going to fill your suitcase with some cucumbers.
Yeah. Make a fortune. Stop doing that. Right, okay. I'll go till 1:30, guys. And then we'll do one on Saturday as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, whatever you want to bring up or anything like that, bring it up on here.
I think we ought to talk about quantum physics next time.
Oh, no, this time.
Anything you want.
I don't know much about it, but Crinkle does.
Where is Crinkle tonight?
I don't know. He worked there on Tuesday either, but on Tuesday, right, I actually got an attempted porn bomber. Same picture thing what I normally get. So I'm just wondering, he weren't on, he's not on tonight. And
I know he ran Shadies earlier on. I think he was drunk, to be honest, at stupid hours. So
what, Crinkle drunk?
I think he fell asleep. I put it on. I think it was about 11 o'clock this morning.
He drink, to be honest with you.
Well, he weren't bloody speaking, so I don't know if he fell asleep then.
And I don't trust him one bit.
Oh, yeah,
I told him that myself anyway. So no, I don't trust him.
No, it's hard work, to be fair.
No, since he's been on, he's been all right, but I still don't trust him because of what I've heard from other people saying, watch out, he's been saying this and saying that and going on about he's just trying to soft sort me up and so he can eventually come back and spoil it all type of thing. But no, I don't know why. I don't know what he's scared of or anything.
No, I don't think he'd do that because he likes being on, doesn't he? He does like being on.
Yvonne, don't be so naive.
I'm not stupid.
Not saying yeah.
Imagine customers in a suitcase full of cucumbers.
No, someone you can't trust, and he's made his own ground on that. You know, it's not like I'm just saying, oh, I don't like him, so I don't trust him. He's proven that.
To be honest with you, Dino, you know, best way of finding out what people's like on YouTube is just sit and listen, mate. And that's what we've done for a long, long time.
Mm.
Yeah,
Maybe-
totally agree there.
No, you're right, and I have, to be fair, Chris. I have, and to be honest with you as well, I am a bit soft as well, and I give many chances to people because for some reason I just think, hang on, there's that many really good people who come in here. Maybe we can actually get through to this guy or whatever. And I must admit, I do think that sometimes. And
I get
it's
that, mate.
it has worked with the odd person. It has. Auditor for one. A guy called Dino, he slagged me off on one live and just could not stand auditing and things like that. Got him down to earth about it. It's like, did you ever think about it this way? You know, and things like that. Sound, all that changed with him, you know what I mean? But with some people, it won't happen because they only have their own agenda, no matter what.
I can name a couple of them, mate, but end of the day, I get what you mean. And there is people out there that have been misunderstood. And,
Correct.
And they've been pushed at limits. And because they've been branded with something, they've carried it on.
Yeah. No, you're right. Crinkle's one of them. You know, he can't let things go. He says he will and all that and promises and things like that, but he never does. That's the thing. And it's a bit weird, really, because I do see something in him, and I've said to him, "Look, you've got something. Why are you wasting it? How old are you? What are you wasting time for?"
The thing is, I could understand it if he weren't intelligent, but he is.
Exactly. And he's wasting all that and time and other people's time when he could be actually educating us on interesting stuff, you know.
And not arguing with everything everybody says.
He's good entertainment value, to be honest with you, but there's so much within him that he just won't. He'd rather he's just someone who can't grow up for me. You know, you can have a laugh. You don't have to. You know, you can still be grown up and have a laugh and things like that. But I don't know. He just acts the boy all the time, the boyish style. But I don't know. It's just a waste.
I mean, myself personally, though, Dino, if I were like that, right, personally, if I wanted to be on channels and I wanted to be talking to people and I'd have been wanting to interact with people, then why do all that? I mean, it just don't make sense. It's beyond me. I just feel like there's a bit of, I don't know, ADHD or something going on.
Right, I'm just going to go back in the chat now. All right.
Okay.
All right, then. Your battery flat, love.
It's going there, yeah.
Yeah, charge it up because your rabbit's missing it.
Oh, fuck off. That's you. We cucumber.
At least I don't need batteries for that.
See you later, Amanda. See you, Chris.
See you later, Yvonne. Take care.
See you later, pain in the ass. Bye.
She'll come back.
She won't. Well, she might do, but I won't bring her on. Yvonne, no, seriously, thanks a lot. She's great. She's great.
Yeah, we're going to jump in a minute or two because...
No worries. I did say I passed anyway, guys. Honestly, I only thought about doing this about a couple of hours beforehand. So, and because a few people can't make it tomorrow, I thought, why not tonight? And then I'll do Saturday as well.
I know, I was a bit surprised when it came up. Deanology will be live in a bit. I went,
And you know something? I said to Amanda earlier, I bet Dino's live tonight. I don't know why.
So there we go. He did say.
Hey, I could be live tomorrow, you never know.
Hey, you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Depends on how you feel.
Yvonne won't be there.
Ah.
See what I mean? See where I'm going with it? Anyway, if I've got the energy, guys. But yeah, who knows? But yeah, definitely Saturday. And but you never know tomorrow as well. Why not?
Yeah, well, it will be an early one for us if it's tomorrow because we're out Saturday. So
hopefully.
Oh,
out and about. Got some filming to do.
Yes.
Well,
Yes. Brilliant. Very important.
Well, we've got about 4 videos banked, but the problem is, Dino, it's like the one that we've got on tomorrow night. It's information that we've had to find to put on there because we couldn't get into the building because it were in liquidation, the actual castle. So it were all locked up. So we managed to drone it and stuff, and we got a lot of information about it. We've done the talk about it and everything, but until it's reopened, if it ever reopens, we can't actually go in and visit it. But the other ones we did. We went round them, and
yeah.
Cool. All right. Look forward to that. Definitely. Has anyone, by the way, can we just remind people of Amanda's channel link, guys? That'd be great. Thank you. I know most of you, not all of you, already supporting that, but all interesting stuff. Come on, guys.
UKT's been with us from the beginning. He has.
He's a good supporter of UK transparency.
He is, isn't he? Brilliant.
He's a good lad.
He is a good lad.
Thank you, James.
Done a lot of good work for me, he has, on these lives. Thank you, man. Gee. Right, okay, so, 5 minutes, guys.
Well, I'm going to jump off and let you chinwag and say goodbyes to everybody and whatever else, and I'll be back in the chat for a little while.
No worries, Amanda.
It's been great, Dino. Take care, buddy.
Been a good night. Take care.
Thank you both so much indeed.
And we'll be back in the chat.
Okay.
Okay, good night.
Night.
Good night, guys. Honestly, brilliant. Cheers. Don't forget to grow them tomatoes as well.
Why?
And if you've got any spare ones, I'll have them. If not, you can send them over to Spain instead, where they can charge more to send them back for us to buy them at a more expensive price. Right. Okie dokie. Good one, Alex. Yeah. Okie dokie. Right. Right. Thanks so much, guys. Short notice. Yeah, I know. But I really appreciate you coming in. Enjoy your company. Always. Superb. Great chat. Great laugh. Great panel members. And please take care of yourselves. Have a great Friday. And then look forward to the weekend. And I'll see you soon. Much love.